What is everyone? How's everyone doing? Welcome to today's stream. We got a good one in store for you guys. We've got Legion of Noobs, Beast of War, back at it again. WCL Heavy Finals. It's gonna be a good day. Let me get this light on so you guys can actually see me. Whoa! Hey, hello. How you doing? Welcome everyone to the stream. We got Jose in here. We have Wheelan. We have Fire Gang. We have Nix. I'm gonna call you Nix. What's up, man? How you doing? Good to see you. Let me go ahead and adjust the music just a little bit here, because I don't want it to absolutely overpower my voice, but at the same time, we've got some fantastic music that we're going to have in the background of today's stream. It's going to be a good one. We got some fantastic war action in store for you guys. Legion of Noobs and Beast of War, two fearsome clans in the WCL Heavy Finals for Season 6. I thought you were going to stream today. That is correct. I'm here. Hello. I'm trying to manage this webcam. Again, it's hard because this webcam doesn't stay on a set position because I move it here and there. Depending on where I need it. Sometimes I need it in front of me, sometimes it's off to the side. It all depends, but we're going to be doing some war action for you guys. Got some pretty fearsome lineups on both sides. As you can see the breakdown on the screen, we've got 4, 9, and 12. It's going to be a pretty fearsome war. We're going to be doing a lot of coverage for this war, and later down the road, actually give me one moment. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. Precisely tomorrow, yeah, let me see if I can get it up on the screen for you guys. That's the plan. That is the goal, and I'm gonna see if I can reach that goal there. Why can I not find the poster? Where is it? It's gonna be here somewhere. Just one sec. Here we go. Alright. There it is. Perfect. But yeah, tomorrow, alongside this WCL war tomorrow, we're going to be covering some WCL Elite. That's going to be good. And we got some SMG or Nordic Impact versus Too Late for Stop. It's going to be a good one. Looking forward to that war. And again, that will be tomorrow. The time, I'm not entirely sure on just yet. Let me double check the time for you guys. Get this music down a little bit more. I try and keep it around half the level of my volume. The war that I'm streaming tomorrow is going to be from 10 a.m. CST or CDT to 12 p.m. CDT. So that will be that CWL Elite War. It has kicked off. I might actually even have the stats on screen for you guys. Let me go ahead and double check. And if we do, we'll keep up with that war as time goes on. Yeah, we do. We actually do have those stats live for you guys to see. Let me go ahead and pull those up and see if I can kind of get you guys on the same page where we're at there. 8 attacks going in from the Nordic Impact side, and 9 from the Too Late for Stop. Both clans looking pretty solid, although you got to hand it to Too Late for Stop. 5 for 9 at Tunnel 13. Some fantastic stuff, and here we go. Beast of War. Straight away, right into it. No messing about in 11v11. We got the miners coming in. Let's see what the attacker can do. Going to start with a Queen Charge up at this top side. Yeah, there we go. Queen Charge up at the top side here, and she's going to be working her way down just a tad bit. Has 2 super wall breakers, so might use those to break in towards this Eagle and possibly the clan castle. Here comes the first wall breaker. Going to get open that wall. Absolutely no issues here. And let's see what this guy can do. Baby Dragon coming in from this top side there. Going to funnel a couple more buildings out of the way. Will this Queen walk? It's looking like she's going to. Could she? Oh no, those Teslas are going to make the Queen walk, and she's not going to take the wall break, and I think the attacker knows that. She is going to walk to the outside here, and there's really nothing to pull her back inside, and so yeah, he's going for a different plan here. Tries to get open this wall, but ends up breaking open the wrong wall, so already this Queen Charge not going the attacker's way, which you got to hand it to him. I mean, it's really not his fault. Those Teslas did not know where they were, the attacker that is, and it really messed up the funnel here for this Queen Charge, and so now she's going to walk in pretty much the opposite direction of where he wants her. However, we might see an adaptation here. We might see the king coming from this top side over here. Queen goes down. Wow, somehow the goblins go in to take down the queen, and yeah, he's pulling the smart play, and this is something that we need to see a lot more players in these league formats do, is go for the 2-star. If you know your raid's not going to go through for the triple, at least try and save the 2-star, so that way that base is not something that your clan has to hit. It's more of something that they can hit if they want to improve the stats on it. So we're going to see the hybrid, or the miners rather, come in from this top side here. And again, really at this point, really just trying to grab as much percentage as possible. This one not able to go in for the 3 with how much value his queen charge got there. We're going to see a early heal spell to keep everything moving. Those Hog Riders taking a lot of damage, and they're going to go down due to the bombs. King's still moving down at the bottom side. Could I be wrong when I say that this is not going to go through? I think yes. Again, I don't know if he's got enough here. But, albeit, he's going to get some pretty good percentage. All the miners path away from the rage spell. Interesting stuff there. I think there were a couple of skeletons that got them off path. And yes, this is not going to be a 3-star. However, we are seeing a 2-star on this base, which again, rather than going for the normal plant and then 1-starring, you've got to secure 2-star on this base, meaning that, hey, your clan can go in and go, you know what? We can come in and we can clean this up. Or we don't have the time to clean this up. We need to leave it and go for something else. What's up, Rian? Good to see you. Hey, Rand, how you doing? Would you recommend streaming to YouTube as well? The only reason that I stream to YouTube is for the archive's sake. So if you look on my channel, you'll notice the past couple of streams that I've done, in which I've done my live war planning and whatnot, those have actually not been uploaded to YouTube, and that's specifically because I want all of the war content and the war streams to be put on YouTube. And I've thought about even cutting out the time in between each of the attacks, just so you've got non-stop attacks for every single one of those videos. But at the same time, I do want to leave the entire live stream there for anyone that wants to watch it on the rerun, which not a whole lot of people do, but hey, you never know. You might want to look at an attack that you did at some point on the stream, or you might want to rerun an attack or whatnot. At least the clan knows where the Teslas are and learn how to attack the base in 3-star. Exactly. That's the play there, Stickman. How am I doing? I am doing fantastic. Having a wonderful day today. Ready for some Clash of Clans action. It's going to be a fun one. We're going to be streaming about an hour to 3 hours of this war. It really all depends on the activity, but with both of these clans being based out of Brazil, at least I think so. Yeah, both clans based out of Brazil. Right now, the time in Brazil, if I'm correct, it's kind of like evening. Yeah, it's like 8:20, 8:10 in the evening for Brazil at the moment, I believe. Although they're in several different time zones right now, which is fair. So, but really, it's like 8, 9, or 10 p.m. It's nothing too late. So hopefully, we'll see a bunch of attacks go in. But again, we're going to see a lot of planning done from both sides, because you've got a rather small breakdown for a mixed breakdown, or in terms of number-wise. You've only got 12 11s, you've got 9 Town Hall 12s, and the big thing is you only have 4 Town Hall 13s. 8 attacks to take down 4 bases. It's a little difficult, but it definitely is manageable. But that means that your Town Hall 12s are going to have to be on point. And again, WCL, or Legion of Noobs, winning the WCL Royal Challenge last year. Was it last year? No, it was this year, right? It might have been last year. I can't even remember, dude. It was a while ago. But they were able to pick up the win for that. And so they are the reigning champions. And let's see if they can put up a result against Beast of War here. I'm going to go ahead and pull up the war match stats for you guys really quick. And see if we can get some better statistics on both of these clans and see where they actually really stand in the league, and who is currently the favorite based upon the numbers. Of course, the favorite really does come down to who's going to be cheering for what side, or what does the community think in terms of people who are winning, in terms of who's going to win. So Beast of War right now 6-4 in the WCL Heavy. However, with 96% overall destruction in comparison to Legion of Noobs 9-0 with over 97% destruction. And let me go ahead and see if I can pull up the stats from both of these clans here. So Legion of Noobs looking pretty solid at the moment. They're at around an 85%. Wow, is that serious? 85% hit rate at Town Hall 13. What? Wow, that's insane. I don't think that's correct. I might be reading this wrong. Yeah, okay. Their 13v13 3-star, there we go, is around 30%. Okay, that makes a little bit more sense. Their 12v12 is 40%, and their 11v11 is around 55%, which is pretty good. That is a very, very good statistic to jump into this war with. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at, let's take a look here. What are we running with? So Beast of War right now looking at about 20% hit rate, 13v13. They're looking at about 37, 12v12, and 46, 11v11. So hopefully that won't end up costing them throughout this league, or throughout this war rather. It shouldn't, but you never know. There is that that possibility there. Alrighty. Now let me make sure that I posted everything correctly because I'm pretty sure that I was told that this is the finals, which should be correct. But I'm debating why, because War Match is messed up. Yeah, I think War Match is just messed up. We also have the blockage war going on right now. There's a rematch for that one because Jesmec and TWOF actually tied. They had a dual tie war, and so they're having a rematch for that one. Let's see. Oh, we got some chats on. There we go. What's up, Pickbutt? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Uptime. If you want to know the uptime over on Twitch, funny enough, now you can just look over by the viewer count. You can see that we've been live for 12 minutes and 45 seconds. Can you do a base review? During these streams, I try and keep them primarily focused on the war content in the game, that being anything to do with war talk and whatnot. So typically I won't be doing base reviews. In general, I don't normally do base reviews just because I don't see the huge point in them. Don't disobey the Karens. This is semis. That's what I thought as well. I was told it's the finals, but I don't think it's the finals. Hold on. And if it's not, I'll do some updating really quick. Yeah, I don't think it's the finals. Don't think it's the finals. Alright, anyways, we got another live hit. They're going straight in on this base again. They're actually straight up just going for it. Looking for a P.E.K.K.A. Bobat for this one at Town Hall 11. Very interesting stuff. Going to be bringing a Warden Walk down here, or over here at 12 to deal with these Teslas. Let me shoot out a quick DM. There we go. Alright, so Warden Walk is working at about 1 o'clock there, clearing those buildings. Here comes the King from the right side. I'm really liking this path that he's got set up for the P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers to go in here. King's going to clear these buildings out of the way, absolutely no issues. And we're going to see that ability popped off fairly soon, too. Here comes a Wizard to help out with that Dark Storage. Really nice play there. That's going to speed him up and get him moving just a little bit faster here to get things rolling here. So here comes the Wall Wrecker, taking a bit of a weird path originally, but will eventually dial in straight for this wall. And oh no, the P.E.K.K.A.s, they weren't dropped behind the Wall Wrecker, so there's a chance that they could walk around here, and they're going to. Almost every single one of the P.E.K.K.A.s has walked around where the Wall Wrecker was. In all honesty, it just really does come down to just the placement of them. They were placed too far to the right, I think, to try and pull the Warden, and so that caused them to stay outside. Is that planned? It could be, but I don't think it is. Goblins and the Baby Dragon are going to come out of that CC. He's going to deal with it absolutely no problem. Didn't bring a poison spell. Didn't think he would need it. And here come the bowlers from the clan castle. They'll dive in and take down a couple more buildings, but nothing to get that multi in the middle. Can these bowlers get through it on their own? They can't. And here come the bats from the right side. Warden or Wizard Tower is distracted by the Ice Golem. Bit of an unnecessary use of the Ice Golem there. Not going to do him a whole lot of tanking. Actually, might do some tanking near this back end here. And let's see. He's going to have to freeze this Wizard Tower again. He does. It's looking okay so far. Queen's in the middle. That multi-target Inferno is going to absolutely destroy these bats that will eventually encounter it. And so far, the bats are just getting thinned out in general. Going to freeze the Wiz Tower and miss the multi. Not ideal. And the Queen's going to go down before she can get the multi. Does she go down? No, she just barely goes down before she gets the multi. And you got to admit, I think there were a few mistakes on the attack. Ends it early again. Get that percentage. Don't end it early. Oh no. It's going to be another fail for Beast of War. Really nice try there. But in all honesty, doesn't go through for him. And I mean, the P.E.K.K.A.s at the top just weren't dropped in front of that Wall Wrecker, or behind the Wall Wrecker, and so they walked to the side. We got another live going in. Another 11v11. Can they get a bit of stroke, or can they get a stroke of luck when it comes to their 11 game? Hopefully so. We've got Googs, or Loco, going in. Let's see what he can do here. Bringing the Queen Charge with the Miners. Let's see what he decides to do. Moving through just fine. Couple of cannons firing on this Queen. Not a big issue. Now we've got 3 of them. The damage is going to start adding up. He needs to drop a Rage. He does. Looking pretty solid. Wall Breaker will open up the wall to the Eagle. This is a really solid start. But now the Queen is under 2 Expos, which is not ideal at all. But under Rage, she'll be just fine. Still has another Rage spell and the Queen ability, which is going to help him get through the core of this base. Queen's taking a little bit more damage than he'd like. He's going to drop that final rage there and keep her moving. Wants to delay that ability as long as possible. Here comes the siege barracks and the king up at this top side. And the queen's going to keep moving through and grab the enemy queen. This is a fantastic queen charge so far. Pops the ability, knows he's gotten all the value that he needs out of the queen, and now she's basically just going to be there for cleanup, not really doing a whole lot for the rest of the raid. Wants to get those miners in front of her to keep her moving. King's doing some really good funneling on the left side here, and you got to admit, this is looking really, really strong. If he has the time for this, he's going to get through it absolutely no problem. Warden ability will get popped in the core of this base. Now actually saves it. Wow. Saving the Warden for a bit later in the raid. Not a huge fan of that, but again, at this point, it's not going to matter. He could swag the heal. He really doesn't need it. Going to pop the Warden ability. Queen's going to bang a couple of walls. He's got plenty of time. This is going to be a Beast of War 11v11 3-star. Really, really nice try. Nice YOLO. Was it a YOLO? Again, I don't know, but got it done. You got to hand it to him. It was a really nice queen charge and a very good setup. He's going to swag a heal as well. OP. He said, you heard DB won the other semis match. That's what I thought. Again, I was told, yes, this is the finals, and I was like, I don't know. Yeah, it's definitely not the finals. It's definitely not the finals. That much is for sure. But that's a very nice triple. They got him going in again. They're not giving me a break. Oh goodness. Okay, let me go ahead and update the titles really quick. That's something I can do. I can't update the thumbnail just yet. I'll do that a bit later. Maybe when things calm down. Guys, relax with the live hits. Goodness gracious, I can only cover so many at once. All right. There we go. Let's go and update those on Trovo and Twitch. There we go. Moving through, and we've got everything looking good. Just realized I went off center again. There we go. We got a Sui Lalo with this raid, starting with the Ice Golem to try and go in and grab this queen. Maybe get the CC as well. It's looking pretty good. King is going to take a bit of damage here, but it's going to take down the enemy queen. No problems here. And now his queen's going to step up and grab these expos. Now, could his queen could have been used somewhere else here? I would say no, because with her ability, he might be able to still grab both of these expos here. This is going to be some really, really nice Sui value in just a minute. All right, let's see. Here comes the blimp over the expos. Interesting. Was that blimp for the core? I think that blimp was for the eagle. If I had to be perfectly honest, I don't think it was meant for anything else. And wow, that E-Dragon just barely going to clip the rage and get both the sweepers and the eagle. Wow. Just barely gets that. A little bit lucky possibly, who knows? But still going through and nabbing what he needs from that blimp. Really nice stuff. And his queen's going to stay alive on the back end, so she'll be doing some cleanup behind the Lalo. Doesn't need to drop anything behind her. And now let's see what the Lalo is going to do here. Spreading out just a little bit to the outside, but those loons on the right side are going to force those loons into the multi-target Inferno. Now, it does have a couple of freeze spells to freeze this the multi-target Inferno, which is really going to be the killer for this Lalo. Has the Warden ability, decides to use it. Really good timing there, and that's going to protect most of those loons from the Inferno. Now, one thing that's kind of going to be difficult for him here is that all of the loons have path to the outside away from the Inferno. He's got a couple on the inside, going to freeze the air defense and Inferno. He's just barely going to get it out of the way. It's looking really, really good. 58 seconds left to go. Plenty of loons still alive. No more splash damage. And really, at this point, it's looking like it's going to be another 11v11 for Beast of War here. Wow. They're going to get themselves another triple. Really nice job. I really like that Sui into the blimp. It got him a lot of value. And then, you know, that OP raid spell just barely clipping the E-Dragon to get both of the sweepers and the eagle. Really, really, really nice value from the Sui and the blimp. And that's going to be a 11v11 triple. Nice job. Well done. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe I'm jinxing it. Oh, no. All the balloons went down somehow. I've jinxed it. I'm going to get yelled at in a minute. It's going to be a defense. Wow. It looks so good. There were so many loons. What happened? What took down the loons? I got to watch that back. I wasn't paying attention. Good. I thought that was a done and done 3-star. Wow. It's going to be a defense. 97. What ended the loons at the back end? I completely missed it. Semis is still clickbait. You sure? I don't know. I mean, it looks like it's the semis. I don't know. I was told it was finals, even though it looks like it's semifinals, but I guess it is the semifinals. I'm not sure. No idea. No clue. But it's fine. Let's see. We got more live hits going in? Yeah, we got another one going in. What's happening here? Alright. We got a 13v13 going in. Wow, they're going for it. Beast of War looking to get themselves a 13v13 here. Let's see what we can do. Queen Walk is moving through. Single is still alive. We'll watch this one back after this raid. It looked like it was a hybrid. It's looking like it was a hybrid, yeah, with all those miners at the top side. Had to have been a hybrid. It's looking okay so far. It doesn't have the Queen ability, so if those Hog Riders can tank that single, oh no. Our Beast of War going to get themselves a 13v13 triple. It's close. 37 seconds left to go. World Champion going to get some hits in on this enemy King. Now the King's going to switch to the Queen. Does the Queen have enough here to get through him? 30 seconds left to go. The Queen has to stay alive if he wants to see this triple. She's going to stay alive. Miners moving through. Barely anything to shoot the miners. Does he have the time? Oh no! It's going to be a triple. 13v13 early in the war. Wow. Really, really nice hit here. That's a triple. I'm not jinxing that. There's no way I can jinx that, right? Right? Yeah, that's a triple. That's a triple. Nice job. Really nice triple there. Got it done. Alright, let me see if I can update this thumbnail over on YouTube. As soon as I saw that Tesla farm, I knew the balloons were about to go down. That's what I thought. I swear the balloons would have gotten through it, but I guess not. Let's see. You need to have a good base, but no one will help you. Hey man, Clash Champs is a wonderful place to get yourself a pretty decent base. You won't get the best base in the world, but again, you'll get some pretty solid bases over there. Okay, let me see if I can... shoot, where is it? There we go. Alright, let me see if I can update this... update the thumbnail here for us, because it is the semifinals. I'm not convinced otherwise, because I believe the finals were delayed a little bit. Just a bit of miscommunication there, but it's fine. It's okay. We're gonna go ahead and update some things and get some things in working order. Now let's go ahead and put this this 3-star back on. Going in with the early 13v13. They saw that base. They were confident they could go in and get that triple, and they have. Nice job. Gotta hand it to them, man. They really know what they knew what they were doing when they went in with this. So like, you know what, guys? I'm ready to go. I know it's early in the war, but we're gonna go for it. We're gonna get ourselves that 13v13 triple, and that's what we got there. A little bit late on the Queen there, and that really is just to make sure that that air defense goes down. So some 200 IQ plays being done here. Okay. Let's go ahead and do this. There we go. We got another live. No time to watch replays. We got another 11v11 going in. Is this already 2-starred? This base has already been 2-starred. This is the one that we saw get hit a little bit earlier. And going in with the Queen Charge Lalo. So it looks like they're just going to do basically the same exact raid that was done on this base, except we're going to see a Queen Charge rather than the E-Drag Blimp. So let's see if they did this raid and they're like, you know what, we can get some better value here. I've never seen a clan do hits this quickly, back to back. So they're definitely confident in what they can pull off here. Going to jump the Queen over to the Eagle. I like this start a lot better. I think although the Electrum was good, I feel like the Loons and the Clone Spell just wasn't a whole lot of value for the Lalo. So this Queen Charge is a really good decision here. Whoever called that they need to do this, I mean, they're obviously pulling the right, making the right moves here, because that is exactly what there we go. Okay, that's all set up. Perfect. Fixed everything up. Don't worry. Don't worry, gents. We've got everything under control. Queen Charge looking pretty good. And now he's going to start the Lalo. Might have been a little bit early on the Lalo, however, with 1 minute and 54 seconds left to go. Oh, Queen goes south. Not what he wanted to see. He wanted her to go north to grab the other air sweeper. She's eventually going to get it out of the way. But again, just that little bit of push by the air sweepers would have been ideal to avoid that going into this one here. But so far, Lalo's looking okay. The pathing's pretty good. Pops the Warden early to keep those Loons moving through the Inferno, and that's a smart play there. You got to hand it to him. Hardly has any more spells left. Uh-oh. That's not good. Lalo's pretty strong, but again, when you don't have any spells left to go... Oh, and the Queen goes up, and the Tornado Trap. This is going to be a defense. I don't think his troops are enough to get through that multi there. I could be wrong. Maybe there's some more... There's probably Loons inside that Slammer, but I'm still not convinced that they can pull through and get this triple for him here. They're outside of the range, but that air defense is going to clip through these Loons as time rolls out. I don't know. Is it more Loons in the Slammer? It's looking like it. Yeah, it's just going to be a bunch more loons in the slammer with a haste. Can they possibly get it done here? I don't think so. That inside multi as well is going to be a big issue. Air bombs popping off. Loons are going to go down. It's going to be close again, but I don't think it's going to go through. It's going to be time, if anything. I could be wrong. I mean, he's got a full health queen, and it's a multi sitting in the middle. Could he still get this? It's going to be close. Queen's going to have to bang a wall to get to that multi-target Inferno. However, 30 seconds left to go. Warden is still alive, sniping some stuff, but the Warden's going to get targeted by the air defense and go down to it. 21 seconds left to go. Queen's going to have to beat a wall and shoot this Inferno Tower. Is he going to have enough time? It's going to be really close. 15 seconds left to go. The wall's at low health. The Inferno Tower. Can it go down? Oh my goodness. It's going to be so close. He's going to get it. Wow. Now that is close. It doesn't get much closer than that. His queen somehow staying alive throughout the entire raid and somehow coming through and nabbing that triple for him. Wow. Good start. Honestly, I gotta hand it to him. It wasn't looking good. It was not looking good with the Lalo, but came through and got it done. There we go. Updated some titles and stuff like that. So again, wow, we're looking at 3 Town Hall 11 bases out of the way out of 11, or 12 rather. Let's go and watch this 13v13 again. Queen played a 200 IQ move right there, absolutely. Went for the damaged wall and got it done. Let's see, as soon as I saw the Tesla farm, I knew the balloons would go down. Yeah, that's what I thought as well on the raid before that. But at the same time, it was like you had like 15 loons left alive. Surely they would have gone through and gotten that one done. But hey, you never know. All right, let's see this 13. How did this Town Hall 13 hit go through? What happened here? What got this one done for him? What's the thing that was able to pull through and get this one out of the way? All right, so starting with the Yeti, really nice use of that one singular Yeti there. That actually allowed him to get those defenses on the outside. Single super wall breaker going in, going to open up that wall for the Queen, delaying the healers until the air defense goes down. It's a little bit risky. Does the Queen take the wall break? There's a chance she might not take the wall break here. She should dial back for the cannon, pretty sure. Yeah. Dials back for the cannon, looking pretty good. We're going to wait to see this Town Hall get activated. We're going to see that super wall breaker come in right before the Town Hall goes down. There it is. And that's again because the wall breakers, they don't target the walls, they target the buildings. So if they see that a building is behind walls, they're going to go for the wall where that building is to take it out. Deals with the CC fairly quickly. A couple of archers and a hound going to rage again through it. And you got to admit, this queen charge setup is really, really solid. And he got his king up here, and he's probably going to send in the hybrid to save the queen from this single, which keeps her alive. Yeah, all the hybrid going straight in towards those Inferno Towers, taking them out. Queen takes down the enemy queen, still staying away from that Inferno. Really, really nice timing on the hybrid. That really helped him out a lot. And again, you got that. You have the Royal Champion in there helping with the hybrid, which is huge. Early Warden, really nice job with that early Warden. That's going to affect as many troops as possible as he's going into the base. Freezes the scatter that was going down. Not ideal. Might have been a better idea to freeze the scatter and Expo there to get more value. But at the same time, I mean, he crushed this base. I mean, looking at this hybrid now and watching it back, it got a little close near the back end there because all the miners went to the outside. But at the same time, he absolutely demolished this base going into it. His queen got all the value he needed, had absolutely no issues there. World Champion ability was solid. That forced all the hogs into the middle. It's just a nice raid. Really nice job. And that queen staying alive near the end there to get that Inferno out of the way and the enemy king. Really nice job. No, not the Inferno, rather, just the king. Good stuff. BRB, let me make a quick ASMR video. Alright, man, sounds good. Sounds good. Let's see, yeah, queen's going to take down the king. Absolutely no issues there. Good stuff. Normally, you don't expect a Town Hall 13 raid to go in this early in the war. But Beast of War, they were confident. Hit themselves a fresh 13v13 triple. Nice job. And still, nothing from Legion of Noobs as of now. And again, they're going to be planning very thoroughly for this war. Obviously, they're going to take it very, very seriously. The reigning champs for the WCL Royal Cloak Division. So they're known for their domination in these mixed breakdown wars, especially when it comes to their 11v11 and 12v12 game. Their 13s are still fantastic, but again, those 11s, when they go in hard. And Beast of War, you gotta admit, maybe they're putting on a little bit of pressure for Legion of Noobs going into this one. But again, Legion of Noobs taking their time, no rush to get these hits in. You got 24 hours in this war, which, by the way, we're also going to be having this war covered tomorrow. Specky's going to be covering it from, I believe, 2 to 4 p.m. EDT. So what's going to happen is in the morning, nice good old morning times, from about 10 to 12 p.m. CDT, which is 11 to 1 p.m. EDT, Eastern Daylight Time. We're going to be seeing the Elite War from myself, which is this war here. We got the SMG versus Too Late for Stop, or the Nordic Impact. We're going to see that in the morning, the final 2 hours of that, and then we're going to see the conclusion of this war tomorrow as well. So we've got a fun day in store for you guys then. Let's see what this queen's going to do for us, though. We got a queen charge into the Lalo, going in for Beast of War, looking to get another 11v11 triple early this war. Let's see what he can do. Starting the queen at about 6 o'clock, going to walk her left towards this town hall, and that's going to secure that town hall for him, which is a really, really nice start. Alongside that, you can kind of see the pathing for the defenses here. Let me see if I can get my pen working so I can draw on the screen while we watch these attacks. Here we go. So you can kind of see that in this little, let me see, is it showing up? Oh, it's not. Hold on. 1 second. Yeah, why is it? Hold on. Let me just, one second here. Okay. Now, if I... Yeah, okay. So, you can kind of see the path that he's trying to set for his queen here. She's going to walk along this side of the base, and now the defenses are going to get narrowed big time, because over at this side, this entire side is going to get cleared by the queen. All these walls, which means that the Lalo is then going to be able to loop around the base in a bit of this formation. We're seeing a couple of Coco Loons going in to keep the queen charge moving. Let's see, is he going to change the Lalo path? He might decide to go in from this side because of the way the sweepers are pointing there. Let's see what he decides to do. King still moving through. Super Wallbreaker in to get that multi. Is he going to try and get the multi with the queen charge? Wow. Super Wallbreaker going to go in there and grab that multi and get it out of the way. And you got to admit, this is a really solid start to this Lalo. And now here comes the Slammer at the bottom side. Going to get the second multi. And the queen's going to dial up and get the enemy queen. This is a 200 IQ plan. I am a big fan of it. That much is for sure. Now here come the Loons straight in towards this base. And now at this point, there really isn't much to stop the Lalo. The real only air defenses left are the Eagles sitting in the middle, which the queen is going to get out soon, as well as the air defense. Or it's the air defense of the Expo that's left. That's it. Let's see. Hold on a minute. Oh, I didn't have my Trovo chat pulled up. Let's see what we got going. Oh, yeah, we got Specky over in Trovo. There we go. Thank you so much for the follow over on there. I didn't have the chat open. What an absolute noob. I saw the screen open, just making sure we were live, but didn't have the chat up. What a shame. I saw on Discord, he posted, hey, read the chat. I was like, oh, yeah, you're right. I should do that. But what's up, Specky? He saved the queen by freezing this guy in the Expo. Okay, I see. I see what you're saying. Nice typo in the percent. Is there a typo? I don't understand. What do you mean by the typo? What typo am I missing here? Please clarify for me. Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Alright, I'll have to fix that after stream. Big OP win there. Let's see. What's up, Untitled Clasher? How you doing, man? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. Hold on, I'm actually not able to... Good, I can't speak. I might be able to fix that right now. Funny enough. I did not notice that until now. That's crazy. I swear I got dyslexia, man. I swear. It make the most sense, but you never know. You never know. Let me see if I can pull up the documents I've got for that one. Let's see. Welcome back, Stickman. Hope you're doing well. Let me see if I can fix my overlays here. I didn't even notice that there's a typo in the overlay. Yeah. There's 100% a typo. There we go. Much better. You guys will just see it fix itself basically on screen in a minute. That is hilarious. Okay. Let's go ahead and get our stuff moving. There we go. Again, Specky, thank you for letting me know. I had no clue. Alright, there we go. And then, oh, shoot. Let's go over here. OP, which by the way, guys, Specky, another fantastic Clash streamer. He's going to be covering this war tomorrow. It's going to be some awesome stuff from him. So if you want to watch some more epic wars, or specifically this epic war, feel free to check him out. He'll be live tomorrow from 2 to 4 p.m. EDT. And even when he's not doing these wars, he's doing some more awesome streaming that you guys should totally check out. So drop him a follow over on Trovo on Twitch. I believe he's got a YouTube as well. Not entirely sure, but if he does, go drop a follow on there as well. Okay, there we go. There we go. OP stuff. Let's see if this does it. You're going to see it disappear for a second. Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. You do? That's awesome. So yeah, Specky also got himself a YouTube channel. Feel free to sub to him over there. Now let me see if I can fix this this thing that we got going. Here we go. All right. There we go. All right, we got it fixed. Now, let me see if I can fix it on my other overlays. 1 second. There we go. You know how we do on this stream. We like to fix stuff alongside. It wouldn't be a normal stream if we didn't run into some kind of technical errors. Nice. There you go. Yeah, there we go. Now it's all fixed up. Now let me see if I can do the same for my my other overlays here. 1 second, just to make sure that everything's going fine. Yeah. Okay. So over here. Yeah. If we see a live attack going, I'll put all this aside. Don't worry. You have dyslexia. Welcome to the club. I think I do, man. I would not be surprised at all. Wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. There we go. OP editing work. Midstream. Am I right? Again, it wouldn't be a normal stream if there wasn't some kind of technical error that had to happen in between it. It's gonna happen. It's gotta happen. And the nice thing about these wars, at least, is that you may have a time where it's like nothing but non-stop attacks, but at the same time, you've got times where it's like, hey, everyone's just taking a breather, chilling out, planning more hits rather than going in, and yeah, and it gives me time to fix stuff. There we go. See, clickety clackety. How has your keyboard not broken? And it's just the sound of the keyboard. It's amplified by the microphone. The microphone definitely doesn't help, but yeah, it's basically just boosted by the microphone. It's pretty terrible. Okay. There's that. Oh, we got a live. We got a live. Another 11v11 going in from Beast of War. Let's see what they can get done here. Whether or not they can get themselves another OP 3-star. Alright. Here we go. We got a Queen Charge into the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat. So we're going to start by just nabbing that Town Hall, grabbing a bit of a funnel. Decided to go with the Queen Charge rather than the Warden Walk just because he wanted his Queen to step up, get the damage that he needed. We got a Air Mine going cross-map to kill the healers there. Nice stuff. Here comes the King and a P.E.K.K.A. from the bottom side. And we're going to see those P.E.K.K.A.s and bowlers dive straight in here at this 8 o'clock side. So Queen's going to step up, take down a couple more buildings. King's getting some nice funneling. He's trying to break into this spot over here. Test wall break, successfully pulls a little bomb out of the way, and he's going to get the wall break. Absolutely no issues there. Slammer's going to step up and grab the multi. This is looking pretty solid for his start here. Queen's going to step up and grab the enemy Queen. Walks into the single. Not the most ideal placement for that Queen to be, but she's going to eventually wander into those walls. Haven't seen the Warden ability just yet. We're going to see it popped now to get that Queen up to full health and get those healers to step up and take down and start healing the bowlers. Here come the bats from the right side here. It's looking pretty solid. He's got quite a bit of the base out of the way for the bats to move in eventually. A couple of loons coming out of that slammer there, and this is crushed. This is demolished. There's nothing to take down the bats. 1 minute and 40 seconds left to go. Oh my goodness. He has absolutely demolished. He's absolutely demolished the base. There's no getting around it. What an absolute legend. Smashing through this base and getting it done. Jeez. Look at that. Now that right there is a very nice hit. Nice job. Alright, let's see if I can update some more stuff. Here we are. Cool beans, cool beans, cool beans. Opine is just kind of an example. Yeah, that is crazy. Was that a 2-minute 3-star? I think that was an under 2-minute 3-star. We got another live going in. 12v12 from Beast of War. Let's see what they can do here. Bringing in the Queen Charge Lalo. Love to see this at 12v12. Don't see it as often since the P.E.K.K.A. Bobat is just so strong. And ground meta right now is just so strong. And it's a lot more easy than Lalo. Let's see. Is this Queen going to take the wall break here and go for that Town Hall? There's a chance she doesn't. The Lava Hound has surprisingly gone over to the enemy king and is going to get distracted by him for a little bit. Wizard picking away at it ever so slightly there. Not going to take it down, and the Queen's going to have to eventually deal with it her own. Not the CC the attacker wanted to see, but at the same time, he's definitely not going to be bothered by it. Super Wallbreaker doesn't get where he needs to. Wanted to break open and buy that Clan Castle, but instead going to break open this top side, which might work out for him here if this Queen doesn't bounce to the outside, which it's looking like she's going to. I don't think she's going to go up here. And he's noticed that, dropping in the Slammer from this right side. Queen's taking a lot of damage, going to rage her up. Bit early on the rage spell. It's going to get placed out of range of the Queen. However, the healers will stay enraged. And here comes the Lalo in from the 6 o'clock side. And they're diving straight into to a sweeper and 2 Infernos. Now, going to freeze the sweeper and the Expo. That's a smart play there. Rather than freezing the Inferno. Oh, well, maybe not. Maybe not. This Queen has obviously not gone where the attacker wanted. Had she gone up, would have been a lot more value there. And this Lalo is starting to fall apart just a little bit. Will those Loons be able to dive in and grab this Inferno? They will. Wow. Loons step up and nab the Inferno, hopefully, right? Yeah, they're going to nab it and slowly keep moving through the base. And he's lost all of them from this bottom side to the Eagle Shells, I believe. And that Inferno is going to be just too much for him here. That Sweeper doing some crazy, crazy work against this Lalo, man. I think the Sweepers are really just underrated when it comes to a lot of these wars. At least from what I've seen. A lot of the times we see people kind of just running into Sweepers with Lalos, Dragons, whatever. It's inevitable at this point. Fair enough. Fair enough. Warden's going to step up, grab a bit more percentage, but it is going to be a defense. Not bad. Not a bad 2-star, though, for Beast of War here. They're still going to go through and get it done. All right. Sick. Well done. Swag's 2 spells, but, you know, it's whatever. 74% 2-star. Good try. Good try. Okay, I'm going to take a brief intermission. I just realized that one of my bots is not working. So I'm going to need to reload really quick. It's going to take a couple of minutes. You're not going to see the stream end or anything. Just going to have to go to the intermission screen. And I'll be back in just a moment. All right, here we go. We're jumping straight back into a Beast of War, going in for another 11v11. They are firing off today, and we got some dragons. The variety that we've seen from this clan so far this war has been fantastic. We've seen the Queen Charge Lalo, Hybrid, Miners. We're seeing dragons now. Some crazy stuff, and we love to see it. It's good to see so many different attack metas still shining for Clash of Clans, even over at Town Halls 11 and 12. Let's see what we got going here. The dragon's going to go straight in here. We got a bat drag, by the way. So those dragons going to go straight into those multi-target Inferno Towers. Now, they are fighting a sweeper here, which is going to be a bit of an issue. But that rage spell going to help accelerate all of the dragons into the base there and get some damage in. Dragons will step up and nab the queen. And we're going to see these bats come in from probably this 3 o'clock side. And there they are, straight in front of the king there to take down that air defense. The only splash damage left to go on this base will be these 2 wizard towers at the bottom side, but does have 2 free spells as well as dragons over at this left side, so they might actually be able to get down this wiz tower before the bats get there. The eagle has targeted the bats, not ideal for him. Did the eagle get a shot off? I don't think the eagle got a shot off. Oh, it did! He's going to lose a stack of bats here. Not ideal, but still has the queen ability. Queen's going to be dealing with the king, going to be forced to use that. Oh no, and the tornado trap! Oh, it looks so good. But now he's definitely in trouble. Warden diving straight into the base, has stopped shooting the defenses. Gotta love the Warden. And he's going to come just short. It looked really, really good. But again, I'm going to say it again. And I know I say it too much. And people are probably going to get frustrated with me for saying it. But that sweeper underestimated and pushed those dragons back. And those Inferno Towers were able to do even more damage to the drags. In all honesty, I would have frozen that sweeper early to get those dragons moving through. Because it really did slow things down. And the damage, after all, added up. And it's going to be a defense. It's a close attack at that. But I think that free spell was all the difference there. Freeze on the air sweeper, that is. Nice try for sure. Not going to go through. All right, we got another raid going in. Another 11v11 from Beast of War. They're going off today. They've got a ton of attacks that they want to use so far. We're looking at a Lalo. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Queen got a lot of value, but she did go down in the center. I can imagine he wanted her to stay alive a bit longer, and now he's in a bit of trouble. The enemy queen is still alive, and that slammer probably has a dragon inside of it to deal with her. But the problem is, you can kind of tell there's no Lalo left. And he's still got 2 Expos, an Inferno Tower, an Air Defense, and a Sweeper to deal with. It's not going to go through. It's a good effort, but that Air Defense at the back end and the Sweeper in the middle is just going to be too much for him to deal with. It's going to be a defense. Really nice try, though. But Legion of Noobs base will hold here. Nice defense for them. And another live going in. Goodness, these guys don't even give me a second to vibe. Let's see, is this the live? That's not the live, is it? That's the one I just watched. Yeah. Okay, where's the other live hit? It's up here. We got another 11v, or we got a 12v12. Their lowest 12 going to get attacked here. Let's see what we got going. We have the Queen Charge Lalo again. I don't know if this is the same attacker that went in before, but let's see what he can do here. Bringing in the Queen Charge Lalo. Got a bit of an Archer CC coming out. It's going to deal with this Queen for a little bit, and really those Archer CCs just meant to stall the raids. And that Baby Dragon at the back end takes a while to lure out that CC. And if that Baby Dragon stays alive when your Hybrid goes in, he's just going to be picking at those troops left and right and take those down as they move through. Now, 2 Super Wall Breakers here. We're going to see a second one dropped in to open up the wall for the Town Hall compartment. Really nice job there. Now, the question is, will this Queen take the wall break into the base, or will she bounce to the right because of the cannon? I think she's going to bounce to the right because of the cannon. Now, the question is, will she bounce inside? She should bounce to the Wiz Tower and then go inside. No, she's going to bounce to the Queen. No, she's going to go straight for the Town Hall. Hush my mouth. I don't even know what I'm talking about. Queen's going to activate the Town Hall here, but then get targeted by the King. Not ideal. However, not the end of the world. Queen's still taking down this Town Hall. Taking a bit of damage from that Warden, but that singular Loon going to step up and nab the Warden out of the way. Actually, not going to nab the Warden, but going to pull a air mine. Now the healers are being targeted by the air defense. Going to rage again. Going to freeze the air defense. And here comes the slammer to do a bit of tanking for the healers. That's a really smart play there. And that's going to keep those healers alive. Oh no, the healers still get targeted by the air defense. Slammer was definitely in range. I'm surprised that the air defense didn't go for the slammer there. Enemy Queen will get taken down by the friendly Queen. Really nice job there. Will she stay alive through that Eagle Shell? She should. And she's going to take down the air sweeper there. Can she get this second air sweeper? Depending on whether or not this Inferno Tower takes her down. It's not looking like it's going to. So the Queen might actually be able to step up and grab the second air sweeper. She is. As well as get the multi. Really nice value by the Queen. Even though she's at her last breaths, she gets the sweeper and the Inferno. And you gotta admit, this is looking really, really solid. Ward ability has already been popped. Heal spell still in the bag. Gonna drop it over this tornado trap to keep things moving through. Waits on it. Actually waits on the heal spell here. Doesn't drop it right away. Queen's still alive over by the Inferno Tower compartment. That is crazy. Probably gonna see this heal spell get dropped in near the back end. It's going to drop 1 loon on that mortar there to make sure that all the loons get forced into the center of the base towards that air defense. It's not going to matter. The queen's going to take it down herself. OP queen on this raid, going to go through and take down the base for him. Really nice job. Wow, it was just a good Lalo, gotta admit. That queen staying alive near the back end, though, and grabbing that Inferno and Sweeper is definitely OP. We're seeing some really nice hits from Beast of War. And again, that's why you can't look at the overall their overall record with these wars, is because both of these clans, some solid attackers on either side at 10, 11, or at 11, 12, and 13. We got another live going in. 12 v 12. Is this the one that we were watching before that didn't go in? I think this was a different one. But this one just barely coming short again. This was also a Queen Charge Lalo. That Inferno Tower, though, staying alive with 9 seconds, too. Doesn't have the time anyways. Not going to go through for him. That's going to be a defense for Legion of Noobs at 12 v 12. The 12s haven't fired off as strong as the 11s just yet for Beast of War. However, they still have fired off. Now, what are the stats right now? I can't even look at them because they keep updating so quickly. Let me go ahead and pull up the stats here and see if I can update them. All right, we've got so far the stats that we have registered. Beast of War looking at 1 for 1, 13 v 13, 0 for 1, 12 v 12. We've now seen 0 for 2, and they're looking at 5 for 10 at 11 v 11, which again is not bad. If you can go 5 for 10, 11 v 11, and you can keep that momentum and keep that hit rate, you'll be looking solid throughout this war. Again, you've only got 12 Town Hall 11s to clear through, and you've got 24 Town Hall 11 attacks to use. So you're more than capable of clearing the 11s at this point. You've got plenty of time, plenty of attacks left to go. And a lot of bases have already been hit as well. We've only got 4 fresh bases, 11 bases left to be hit from the Beast of War side. Legion of Noobs, again, opting for a very slow start here. They're not planning on going straight in and kicking off. They're letting Beast of War have their momentum, carry it out, let them do their thing, and then eventually we'll see them fire back at some point. I believe Beast of War, or not Beast of War, Legion of Noobs, in the times that I've streamed them in the past, they've been kind of held back with their attacks. They don't exactly use them all in the first couple of hours, so we might not see a single Beast of War attack this stream. Or not Beast of War, Legion of Noob. Let's see, we got another 11v11 going in from Beasts of War. Let's see what they're going to get done here. Bringing in some more Queen Charge Lalo. We've seen a lot of Queen Charge Lalo, which is something that I don't normally see in these mixed breakdown wars. Seen a lot of hybrid and miners. Let's see what this Queen Charge can do here. Going to start with the King to take a bit of damage for the Queen. Diving into this base, has 2 Super Wall Breakers and 3 Rage Spells. 2 freezes as well for the Queen in the event she needs them. But looking at the path that she's taking at the moment, she's not really ever going to be in any high damage positions to need a freeze. Is he planning on dropping the Super Wall Breaker here, or is he waiting? He's waiting for the Queen to take down the building so that way he can drop the Super Wall Breaker where the Warden is. Interesting stuff. Will we see that second one come in right after for the Eagle compartment, or will we see it possibly come in a bit later? I think he notices the Tesla is still alive there, so if he drops it, it's just going to go for this wall up here. Really nice job dealing with the CC. Looking pretty fine. Singular minion on the Town Hall to make sure it's out of the way for the main raid that moves in. Queen's going to walk up. Will she walk around? It doesn't look like it. The right side is funneled just fine, so she should dive in for the middle. Yep, that wall breaker targeting the Tesla. That's exactly what he didn't want to happen. Needed to wait for that Tesla to go down by the Queen before dropping the wall breaker to go in for the Eagle. But not the end of the world. Again, still going to be moving through, going to get the enemy Queen and the Eagle out of the way, which really are the killers for these raids. But now the Queen's not going to be able to get as deep into the base as he might have wanted here. And let's see, are we seeing the main army come in at some point? No, we're not. We're going to see the Slammer come in from this right side to dive in straight for that air defense and do a bit of tanking. And here comes the Lalo in from this backside, and they're going to be diving straight into this multi-target Inferno and wrapping around the base in a bit of a counterclockwise motion here. Goodness, voice is already dying on me. It's only been an hour. All right, let's see what we got going. Tornado Trap going to pop in the center, only going to grab a couple of loons. Not ideal for him. The Queen's going to beat through the perfect wall, and now she can grab both of the air defenses and the Inferno if she walks through just fine here. Loons will path away from that air defense, but again, that actually works out for him because now that air defense is going to go down to the Queen, and now both of the phases of this attack are being used in unison. Queen stepping up and grabbing the Inferno. We've seen some really, really nice queen charges from Beast of War here so far, both at 11v11 and 12v12. And I gotta hand it to him. It's the queen charges with these crazy value, with the crazy value that's getting them these 3 stars. Now, I say this is a 3-star, but in all honesty, I think it's still going to be a time fail. I don't think 20 seconds left to go. I don't think he's got enough time to get through the rest of these buildings here. Those loons just too slow, and the queen's beating the wrong walls. It's going to be a time fail, if anything. But again, look at the execution of this raid. And you got to admit, I mean, the queen charge is just OP going into this base. Let's see, I missed a bit of chat. Sweepers, I underestimate them a lot of the times, and I end up failing sometimes because of that. Exactly. Sweepers are tough to deal with. Let's see. You believe Legion of Noobs usually hits in the second half of the war for the majority of their hits? Yeah, that's what I figured as well. They try and take a lot of time to either plan or they just are just like, you know what, whatever. We got another live hit going in. See what's going on. Delta, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. It is much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful day. I just noticed there's a little black dot on the screen. Gonna get rid of that for you here. We got another 13v13 going in for Beast of War here. This one not looking as good as the first one, and I think this one is going to be a defense. We'll watch this one back in just a moment. Even though it was a fail, we do want to show as many hits as we can for this war, especially if we hit them after they go live when we're watching a different hit. It's going to get close in the high 80s, which, again, if you're going to 2-star at the Town Hall 13 level, you're going to need to at least get some decent percentage, especially against a clan like Legion of Noobs. In all honesty, I would argue that Legion of Noobs are the favorites going into this one. No disrespect to Beast of War, but I've seen Legion of Noobs. I've seen what they've done. They are the WCL Royal Cloak Division champions, and I've seen them play some mixed breakdown wars, and they are a force to be reckoned with. That much is for sure. I'm going to go ahead and put a poll up on YouTube, or on Twitch, rather, and really just who will win. And we're going to go ahead and say Legion of Noobs or Beast of War. And I mean, again, as much as I want to root for Beast of War, I mean, they've hit some fantastic triples this war. I mean, I've seen Legion of Noobs and what they can do in the late game of wars. And I mean, it is fearsome. It is tough. So we're going to go ahead and start that poll there. Feel free to vote for whoever you want. I'm going to pick Legion of Noobs. I've got to. I mean, again, I've seen them play. I know what they can do. But I gotta admit, Beast of War are really impressing me so far with a bunch of their hits. They've gone through with some fantastic raids. And for not going through, this is going to be a 92% 2-star. So maybe Legion of Noobs are looking at what's going on and going, wait a minute. Maybe this is a bit of a problem here. They're going to be a bit of an issue going into the back end of this war. All right, but let's go ahead and we'll put on this replay and watch it from the beginning. For being only a 92, it's pretty good. We'll 4 times it here. Let's see, we got the Yetis, just straight up Yetis. Really nice funneling with that E-Dragon up top. Not getting targeted by any air defenses until wanders into that range, but funnels that entire right side just fine. Singular Yeti going to take down those Teslas. Did the Yetis walk? A bunch of the Yetis walked. Wow. And bringing a wall wrecker for the Town Hall. Interesting. Normally we'll see the blimp going for the Town Hall rather than the wall wrecker, but I guess he opted in for the wall wrecker. And the Warden, what is the Warden doing? Surely they're going to rerun this entire plan. They're going to funnel that side more, and they're going to make sure that the Warden stays with the Yetis, because the problem was that most of the Yetis wandered over here to the outside of the base. Let me pull up the pen. So most of the Yetis at the beginning of the raid. Oh, do we have a live? We have a live going in? Yeah, we have no time. We have no time to watch these hits. This is Beast of War. They don't let me look at hits. What am I thinking? We got some more dragons going in. We saw some dragons get used a little bit earlier here, but it didn't go through for them. Lol, and then to imagine this is only the semifinals, still a finals match to follow. I know. WCL Heavy, despite, WCL not being the most hyped league and the most intense league in the world, they've got some pretty top-tier mixed breakdown clans in here. In all honesty, I would like to see one of these clans give LP4, or a clan like LP4 replacing Gladiator, a run for their money, because I think it'd be a tough war. I think it'd be a really, really difficult matchup for sure here. But let's see what this queen's going to do. She's going to be dialing in towards this top side. Now, can this queen get some decent value? It is a Sui Heroes, and already stepping up and grabbing, I believe, an Inferno out of the way. Yeah, she's going to grab an Inferno, and he's actually going to pop the queen ability early there to try and pop this Hound as quickly as possible for the dragons moving in. Here comes the Slammer at the left side, knows those dragons are going for the Town Hall, and going to drop the Rage Spell and the Warden. Now that Sweeper blowing the dragons back and forth, and I've talked about it several times on stream. Those Sweepers can be deadly for these raids, and we're seeing that now. The Sweepers pushed all of the dragons to the left rather than them staying in the middle and going for the queen. Still not the end of the world. His queen's finally going to go down. She stayed alive for quite some time. Now those dragons need to step up and grab the enemy queen here, and they're going to. And here come the bats from the top side. At this point, he smashed the base without the bats. I can't even imagine what's going to happen once these bats move in with the dragons. A couple of dragons off to the outside here are going to grab this last wizard tower. And at this point, there's no splash. There's not a single bit of splash, and he has two free spells left to go. This is surely triple. There's no way the bats are going to get stopped here unless somehow the dragons lure out a bomb and end up taking down the bats. It doesn't look like it's going to happen. It's going to be a triple for Beast of War at 12v12. Really, really nice job. OP second example. Exactly. Really nice stuff. Getting it done. So far, we got 1 vote for Legion of Noobs, 1 vote for Beast of War. If you guys feel free to hop over on Twitch, you can participate in that poll there. Now, alongside Twitch, we're also live over on Trovo. Feel free to follow me over there and give me some support over there. If we reach 100 followers, I plan on doing some giveaways. I want to do a giveaway for 100 followers over there. That much is for sure. Nice triple there. Going to get them at 1 for 3. No, sorry, not 1 for 3. What am I thinking? They've hit, what, 3 Town Hall 12 triples? Yeah. That's their third, I believe, right? This is the Town Hall 13. This is the Town Hall 12 triple. Yeah. Wow. Some fantastic stuff, man. Love it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Oh my goodness. I just looked at the ESL Clash of Clans Twitch page, and it has... Okay. It said it had 7,000 people watching. That is... If that's like real... Right now there's 3,000 watching. Okay, it's going down a lot. Okay. 3,370 people watching some ESL Clash. That's crazy. Beast of War should pull this one out if they keep up this momentum. Absolutely, they could perfect war this. Dang. Over 3,000 people watching the Mobile Open action. That's incredible. I haven't seen that big of numbers on the ESL Clash page in a long time. It's good to see, man. It's good to see. That's some of the best attackers in North America in that tournament. So definitely very nice to see them. We'll go ahead and pull up the first triple of this war and put it on the screen for you guys. And here it is. What's up, Brady? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Hope all is well with you, and hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful evening. Are we set up together? Is everything good? Yeah, that's good. Cool. Yeah, that's also good. Sick. Awesome. Got to love it. But again, the philosophy that I run behind is the better the Clash directory does, the better every single Clash streamer is going to do in the future. Because like right now, when you've got like 4,000 people watching, ESL Clash, that's 4,000 players who eventually might wander onto your stream, or wander onto a different stream, or wander onto other streamers and this, that, and the other. So the more people you've got watching this kind of content, the more it's just going to grow everyone, which is, again, huge benefit to seeing more people getting involved in the competitive scene of Clash. Because it really is where the fun in the game is. Like, I still do SCCWL in my little... My smaller, it's not exactly a farm clan. We're still a war clan. We post war plans and war attacks and things like that. But we only do random wars. We don't really do league wars. But once you get into the league wars and you actually get up against some really good competition, that's where things get tough. Like, it gets difficult. And we're seeing a very, very nice queen charge to start here from this replay. This was Loco getting it done for him. We had that double layered super wall break to go in and grab the CC and the Eagle and enemy queen and get a bunch of value. How many platforms do I stream on? We are live on YouTube, Trovo, and Twitch. That's it. Let's see. Delta Assassin, thank you so much for the follow over on Trovo. Much appreciated. Welcome to the channel over there. And again, guys, if you haven't already, Trovo have released an app to the App Store. You're going to need to do it through this app called Test Flight. So download Test Flight, go to your mobile phone, and go to the Trovo website on your phone's browser. Once you do that, you can go through and then download the app from there, and then actually use the beta of the app. And I've been playing around with it, and in all honesty, it's pretty cool. It's actually pretty cool. Was testing bases from like six hours of testing bases. Oh my god, we got another 11v11 going in. Let's see if Pro can get it done for Beast of War here. Bringing a queen charge into this town hall. Knows that it's trapped, so he's dropping the rage spell right away. Not messing about. That queen's going to have to deal with the enemy king in a minute. Now, does he have a super wall breaker? He does. This is a queen charge Lalo. And And let's see how he decides to section off this base here. You're against J off this weekend. Which clan? That's in that's CWL Elite, right? This is required? Yeah, of course. Of course it's required. Obviously, you got to make sure you can test those bases. Q-Lash, right. There we go. Wall breaker is going to open up that wall. CWLE, yeah. I know it was CWLE, but I just didn't know which clan. That's cool. That's cool. Queen's going to break open into that compartment. Now, is that the compartment he wanted? Because he really didn't need to open that compartment at all. I guess he did. I guess he did want to open it up because he wanted that jump spell to go in. But at that point, you didn't really need the super wall breaker. So interesting play there. But again, it's going to work out for him. Queen's going to step up and grab this eagle and two of the air sweepers. Oh, both of the air sweepers, rather. And here comes the Mass Goblin CC, which again is really just meant to slow attackers down and prevent the CC lure. Because obviously you got that baby dragon at the end. So if that baby dragon doesn't get lured out and killed, if you're sending in a Lalo, nothing's going to be able to shoot it. And so it'll take it down. I don't really think we can beat him, but trying our best. Hey, man. As long as you're trying your best, you can't say that you did anything wrong. That's really the key to some of these competitive wars, is if you really are putting effort in and you really are trying and you still end up losing, you know, don't get too upset. It's nothing to get upset over because you fought the good fight and you put effort into it. So despite not winning, again, it's like a you can have reward knowing that you gave it your best effort, rather than knowing that, oh, we lost because we didn't give it our best effort. That's why I like the Hello for Now war at the beginning of the season for King Jeffrey. That was one of those wars where, like, you know, sure, it was disappointing that we lost, but at the same time, you know, I was talking to a few of the clanmates afterwards, and I was like, guys, like, we did well. Like, it's not like we did bad. Like, I think we had, what, 15 triples or something like that? It was insane. Like, we had a fantastic hit rate, and it was just barely not enough. It's not like we did bad. It just didn't happen for us. Just barely got outbeat there. Could have jumped from the outside. Good play, though. Yeah, honestly, I kind of see what he was going for. It's better pathing for the queen. I didn't commentate this attack at all, just mainly because it's a very textbook Lala going in. It's going to triple. If he's got the time. Yeah, he's got the time. He's got the time. This is going to be another triple at 11v11. Nice job by Tambino over here, getting it done. OP triple anyways, for sure. Nice stuff. Again, he didn't need to jump there, but I kind of like what he decided to do because the queen pathing made sure that she's in this compartment and will take that jump spell rather than walking around. So I kind of get where he was coming from. Makes sense. And wow, that's already what? How many Town Hall 11 bases are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 Town Hall 11 bases left to go. And you've got all the 11s cleared. That's insane. Will we see all of Beast of War's 11s get cleared within the first 2 hours? Hello for Now got 19. Yeah, we had 17. That is the most we had the entire season. Like, that's nothing to get disappointed about. That was the one war I did well in. The one war I actually did okay in. I had 2 fresh triples that war, and it was fantastic. And we lost. It was everyone's best war, and then it just didn't happen. Here we go. We got another 11v11 going through. It's going to be another Queen Charge Lalo? No, it's a Sui Lalo with the Electron. Nice. We love to see this one. Now, what is the Electron going to be aiming for here? Might be aiming for that CC and Queen. Let's see what's going on here. Going to start this King at the bottom side. He has the wall breaker, so wants to break the Queen in for this air defense here. Let's see what he's got going. I went 3 for 16. No, 3 for 18 CWL Elite. 2 of my triples were from the same war, and that was that Hello for Now war. Both of them were fresh. It was terrible. I was so upset, man. I was like, oh. You know, the one war I did well just didn't happen. I also 6-packed. Yeah, we had a bunch of people that 6-packed. And it was like just barely didn't happen for us. It was an absolute shame, man. But again, it's those kinds of wars. Like, you can't look back and go, oh, you know, we lost because we're bad. It's like, bro, we brought it. Like, 17 triples for 25 bases. Like, that is huge. Like, that's big. That's, like, decent hit rate. That's a lot of triples for a 25v25 war. Nice value with that Queen, getting the air defense out of the way. And we're going to see that Blimp coming straight for the core. Wow, he's going to go for that Eagle. Will the Blimp make it there? He's going to pull a Sam. Not the end of the world. Going to fly past the Sam here. Rage and a declone over this Eagle here. And he's going to get the Inferno with the Eagle, as well as nabbing the CC. Will he get this Queen as well? It's looking like he's going to. Will he get the chain to the Queen? He does. Gets the chain to the Queen. Will he get the second chain? Going to freeze the Queen. That might not have been the play here. He's not going to get the Queen. The E-Dragon targets the clan castle out of everything there, and now he's going to have to switch to a Queen Pop strategy, which is getting those Lava Hounds in front of the Queen there to take her down. But again, with nothing to deal with that queen, it's going to be a little difficult. Has the Warden ability, though. So the Warden will be able to step up and heal up the troops going through. Going to freeze the queen. Might even just opt in to ignore the queen. What is the Warden doing? The Warden has left every single one of the loons. It's not terrible, though. Able to warden the pups, and they're going to take down the queen. Still moving along. 1 minute and 3 seconds left to go. Has a haste. Oh my. Is this another 11v11? I think so. Not a whole lot of base left to go. Plenty of cleanup. Plenty of time. That's another one. You're 9 for 16 and 8 for 12 in CWLE. 17 for 26. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. Good stuff. 5 bases with 11 hits to go. Yeah, that's some really nice stuff from Beast of War. They're about to finish their Town Hall 11 hits, like, now. Really good stuff. That's going to be a 3-star. Good job. Well done. That's 4 hits. 4 bases left to go at 11v11. Or no, 5, sorry. Because they've got 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 4. Only 4 bases left to go. And they will be done with the 11s. Wow. That's pretty solid. We'll go ahead and put on... I want to put on that first 13v13 triple again. Because again, you know, as much as I love the Town Hall 11s and 12s, when a Town Hall 13 triple comes in, we got to watch it. It's just, again, pinnacle for these wars is definitely the Town Hall 13 game, and that's really a lot of the time what it comes down to in most of these mixed breakdown wars is the Town Hall 13s. In the LP4 versus Setch CWL Gladiator, no time to watch replays. We have no time to watch replays because it's Beast of War going in again at 12v12. Let's see if they can get themselves a triple with the Queen Charge Lalo. Here we go, starting with the King up at this 12 side. He's going to walk to 1 and eventually 2 and funnel that left side. We might see a Super Wallbreaker come in for this Queen. Queen's taking a bit of a weird path. Drops the Super Wallbreaker, really good timing. Going to get that wall open for the Queen. And I see why he did that there. Didn't want to get this wall open because the Queen would then walk south towards these Expos. Wants the Queen to walk into the core to possibly grab the Air Sweepers. Now, one of the Goblins will get lured out of the CC, not a huge deal. Coco Loon stepping up to try and grab some Seeking Air Mines. Queen's going to get through the Town Hall with absolutely no issues here. This is a really, really nice start, and the Queen will walk left here. Here comes the second Super Wallbreaker in on this Warden pad. Not what he wanted, but again, not the end of the world. That much is for sure. Queen still will be able to step up here and grab what she needs to before the Lalo comes in. Now, we still have all 3 Inferno Towers left alive, but we're going to see that Eagle go down, which definitely is detrimental to Lalo raids at Town Hall 12. Because with Town Hall 12, you don't have any scatters. Oh, will the Queen bounce outside? The Queen's going to bounce outside and miss the sweepers. Not what he wanted. Oh, no. Queen was supposed to go inside and grab the sweepers, but doesn't. Ends up missing it here. And she's going to walk left, and I think at this point he knows the Queen's gone. He's not going to invest anymore into keeping her alive and whatnot. He's going to freeze that multi-target Inferno, starting with the Lalo in at this 3 o'clock side here. Everything's going to be diving in just fine. Queen is going to get activated. Now, is there something in that Slammer to deal with the Queen? Because otherwise, yeah, the Dragon was meant to deal with the Queen, but the Dragon's going to be stuck at this top side here. Warden ability wears off. He's going to need to freeze that Queen to stop her from picking off all the loons. She's picking them off one by one in the core. Queen somehow retargets to the Warden. I don't know how that works. Dragon's going to eventually go in and take her down. It's not looking over just yet, but again, it's not looking great either. Queen's going to go down. 2 Infernos left to go. It's going to be a defense. Why even you break second wall? Yeah, I don't know why he broke this second wall there. Really messed him up in all honesty. Could have gone for those sweepers. I think he ideally wanted to go in here, but just with the way the wall breakers work, not going to go through and break that one open. You going to bed, Rated? All right, see you, man. 6 a.m. over for you. Have a good one. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Let's see. Delta says over on Trovo, to be honest, in my opinion, the Town Hall 12s are the biggest reason clans win because of these breakdowns. I would have to actually kind of agree. A lot of the time, these wars, they either come down to the 13s or 12s. In the wars that I participate in that are mixed breakdown, a lot of the time it comes down to the 13s because the 12s usually get it done for us, and that's just because we have reliable 12s. But in this format specifically, I mean, you are right, because we saw in the LP4 CWL Gladiator War, did Legion of Noobs go in? Legion of Noobs went in, and they one-starred. They one-starred Town Hall 11. Oh no, not a good start for them, but not the end of the world. Again, plenty of war left to go, plenty of attacks to go in for us. In Dip Wars, 13s matter way more, absolutely. In Dip Wars, I mean, your 13s are your end game, because those 13s will actually save your Town Hall 12s in the event that they fail. But then, you know, you're going to want as many Town Hall 13 tries as you can get. But yeah, honestly, I'm interested to see how Legion of Noobs respond to this much pressure, and I think they're going to respond just fine. Legion of Noobs have always been that clan to kind of attack in the second half of the war, really take their time with scouting. Rated, who are you going for? That's a good question. That is a good question. In all honesty, I'm not sided for either of these clans. Like, I'm not cheering for one to win, but I've seen Legion of Noobs play, and I mean, they're fearsome. But again, I mean, Beast of War, the performance they're putting on right now is fantastic. If they keep this up, I mean, they will win this war. Like, that's the bottom line to it. They're going to be able to pick up the win. Let's see. I don't even know who the clans are. Yeah, both of the clans, they're both Brazilian clans. Beasts of War, I haven't seen Beasts of War a whole lot, but Legion of Noobs, they participate in FWL. They've done the WCL World Cloak Division. They've done WCL. They've done the mixed breakdown stuff with them. They've been a part of the WCL for a while. Beast of War NDL participants, apparently, and they're LIG champs. So if that means anything for you, then yeah, I like Rated's mindset. Who am I cheering for? It's either Legion of Noobs or Beast of War. I don't know, one of them. Probably one of them. Can't wait to see who we have to face in the finals. Delta, do you play for DB Red? That's the clan who qualified, right? Or is that just me being stupid? But yeah, it's going to be a fearsome war. That much is for sure. And it is a shame that I wasn't able to actually cover the previous heavy war. I think it was covered by, if I'm correct. Hold on, I can actually double check that. I think we had Clash with Styles might have been covering some of it. Yeah, Clash with Styles did some streaming for the DB Red versus Avengers War. DB Red pulling off the win, 73 to 67. Now, who won that war for you guys? Oh, your 12s. Oh my goodness, you guys destroyed them at 12. Goodness, they crumbled at 12. What happened? Yikes. Not ideal at all. They definitely buckled in on the 12s, and here we go. We got Legion of Noobs looking to respond with some hits of their own. Styles, yeah, Styles streamed for you guys. We popped off. Yeah, you cleared every single one of the 12s. That's crazy. Let's see what Legion of Noobs can do to respond here. We got Carlos going in with the Queen Charge into the hybrid at Town Hall 11. Again, this is what I've seen a whole lot. I don't know what you're on about, Rated. I'm going to be honest with you, bro. Let's see what we got going. Let's focus up on this attack. We got a Queen Charge into the hybrid. Second wall breaker doesn't go where he wants. Wanted to open up that wall, but again, needed to wait for those buildings to go down beforehand. And let's see what this Queen's going to do now that this inside wall isn't open. Doesn't have a jump spell for it. I keep opening the chat. I apologize. There we go. Let's move through. Now, will this Queen bounce to the outside, or will she bang a wall? If the Wizard can take down this Elixir storage fast enough, the Queen will bang a wall to the Eagle. That's the hope. She's going to bang the wall to the... she's going to bang it to the Inferno. That's not the end of the world, and we've seen the Siege Barracks coming from this bottom side, and here comes the hybrid straight in towards this Eagle. Wants to get them moving and get that damage going. Queen's taking a lot of damage from this Golem. He's going to have to be forced to pop the ability. Drops a Rage Spell, but it might be too late. No, it's just barely in time. That Queen taking a lot of damage from the Golem, but we'll deal with the Golemites absolutely no problem. He's going to pop that Warden early. Again, we've seen the early Warden a lot, mainly because you're able to capture as more troops in that early Warden than later in the raid. Obviously, when you drop down all of the troops, you're going to have every single one of the troops left alive going into the base. But near the back end of the base, you might have had a lot of troops die out early. So it's just more ideal to capture as many troops as you can inside of that Warden Tome. Oh, goodness, what's going on? Did you see DB Red's hits against Pun Fighters? 80% at 11, 70% at 12. Dang! DB Red popped off that war. Fantastic job. And you popped off in the heavy finals, semifinals rather. Bro, the Pure Fighter guys stole your paid base. They blame that you stole their base. Fair. Okay. Okay. Alright, Rated. Alright, Rated. Relax. It's fine. In all honesty, when you run into clans that like to accuse people of doing stuff, just ignore them. It's so much easier to just ignore. Alright, let's see what we got going for this raid. Will Legion of Noobs get themselves another 11v11? They do. They are 2 for 3. They're being very tactful here, not going in all at once. They're taking their time. And here's a 12v12 going in for Beasts of War. Let's see what they got going. We got another Queen charge into the Lalo. And we'll go ahead and keep this attack on the screen, but just to take a break, I want to comment on what Rated is saying. Ideally, if someone's going to make fun of you or steal your base, I mean, this is what's going to happen. If you buy a paid base, expect it to get either stolen or used after a war. It's going to happen. It's guaranteed going to happen. Unless you're using it fresh, someone's going to pick up your base. Like, I've done it. Other people have done it. People have used my bases. I've used other people's bases. It happens. It's a part of the game. And if they're coming to you saying, oh, you stole their base, or, hey, you stole our base, just ignore them. It doesn't matter. You can say, hey, no, it's my base, but it's whatever. It's fine. It doesn't matter. Because, again, guess what? It's still going to get burnt either way, because now both sides are running it, and both sides know how to take it down. It's just, I don't know. I feel like people are too anal about bases nowadays, and stuff like that. They didn't take it from stream. Okay, so what did they take it from? A war against you? Let's see what we got going. If you took them from stream, well, where did they take them from? From like a war you guys were in? Because I can't tell you how many times I've done that. It's been quite a few. I've gotten some pretty good bases from the CWL Elite people we've gone up against. This is a nice queen charge for this Lalo setup here. Going to be using that Lalo for the Town Hall. Slammer goes up to the top side. Not what he wanted. Wanted the Slammer down here, but not the end of the world. Queen's going to grab that Eagle for him. Let's see what happened. There we go. Going to step up, grab the king. Pops the tornado trap as well. Healers get locked onto, and the Lalo coming in from the opposite side of the Town Hall. And that's a good play there. Going to be able to ignore that sweeper. Queen's just barely holding on. She's going to go down. Yikes. Okay. One of you guys was a well-known friend of the Pure. Okay. He invited that guy to clan to watch war as he requested. And he stole a whole 35 bases. Well, why'd your friend invite him then? Like, I don't know. Again, it is what it is. It depends. What war was it? What war did he invite him to go watch? This is looking pretty solid, but again, ending on the Town Hall. Will they get it out of the way? Oh no. It might not be enough for the Town Hall. They're going to go around it. Oh no. It's not going to be enough. It's going to be a defense. The Town Hall stays alive. It's a 1-star. To be fair, I mean, if you're going to let people... I mean, when you use a base once, it's going to get burnt. Let's see. We didn't accept any recruits into the clan or Discord server for 2 weeks as we thought something like that would happen. Yeah. CWL Premier. Okay, that's fair. So we stole every single one of your CWL Premier bases? That's part of the game. I mean, people are going to steal your bases all the time. It happens. So we got another hit going in. Is this another 12v12? It is, but this one also doesn't look like it's going to go in. With that jump spell still in the pocket, it looks like possibly the queen died early, and I think that's exactly what happened here. Rip. Not going to go through for him. What's up, Delta Assassin? Over on Twitch. Let's see. Do I do base reviews? Patrick, currently I don't do base reviews on my streams. There are plenty of other class streamers out there, though, that are more than willing to review your base. And in all honesty, if you want some tips on your base, feel free to drop into the Discord server, and you can drop your base in there and go, hey, do you have any tips on ways I can improve? And I can see if I can help you out there. But it's going to be a defense for Legion of Noobs. That's exactly what they need. At this point, Legion of Noobs are going to want to see some more defenses rolling in for them. And I go on their opponents and give them bases to FC. So now he's just being petty. That's about it. I mean, it's all about just... Even if they steal your bases... And that's another reason why I'm kind of like, if you're going to pay for bases... Like, you should be using them in wars that are important. I mean, obviously, you said you were using them in a CWL Premier War. But, I mean, the guy who stole the bases, it's not like he was doing anything wrong. Like, that's part of the game. Now, granted, I think it's a bit rude to, like, join someone's war for, you know, to spectate and then steal bases. It's kind of rude, but at the same time, you can't fault him for it. It's part of the game. All right. We got a Sui Lalo going in at 11v11. It can Beast of War clear themselves another 11. It was so annoying. Yeah, of course. Yeah, I mean, again, I can only imagine. You pay for bases and then someone, comes in and steals them. But when you're buying bases, you have to be prepared for someone to go, oh, that's a nice base. I'm going to use it. And someone's going to use it. That's why I don't ever buy bases. I'm just going to continuously copy people's bases. Just because, again, it's part of the game. One thing that I've been doing recently is I'm looking back at the World Championship, the Channel 12 World Championship bases, and kind of building those and then adapting Channel 13 stuff to it. Would I ever do it? Would I ever pop into a clan and steal bases? If I was invited to spectate the war, probably not. Especially if it was from the side that, I was spectating. But if I was watching it, say, on stream or watching it in a YouTube video, then absolutely I would steal the bases. But see, even if I was to say, hey, can I use some of these bases? I would bring it up in chat. I'd be like, hey, your bases are pretty solid. Can I have a few of them or copy a few of them? If you said no, I wouldn't do it. If you said yes, I would do it. That's what it comes down to. And again, it's not like I don't have to listen to you. I can copy the bases if I want to, but it's more of it's like a respect kind of thing. All right, that enemy Lava Hound not doing anything for this attacking force. Loons are still moving through just fine. Plenty of spells left to go. Needs to use those free spells over the Inferno Tower here. See what it decides to do. PF, no respect. Yeah, it is a bit disrespectful to kind of pop into someone's clan to spectate a war and then steal all their bases. That much is for sure. Yeah. Yeah. You can ask, but some people like to be sneaky. It happens. You're going to run into those people all the time. But again, those people, like you said, Rated, you could absolutely destroy them. Perfect. When you come up against them in a war, you don't even have to search for a war against them. The moment you come up against them in a war, demolish them. Destroy all the bases, dude. Do it. And it's part of the game. That's what Clash is. Oh no, the Lava Hound popped. Oh no. Oh no. I think because that Lava Hound popped, it's going to be a defense. I don't know. 22 seconds left to go. Time is going to be so close. Minions will deal with the pups at the top. Oh, it's so close. I don't like it. I don't like it when raids are this close. Is he going to get it? 10 seconds. Clan Castle, what's the health? It's full health, isn't it? It's full health. It's going to be a 99. Oh, no. Yeah, that's another thing. For them to, blame you, no, you stole our bases. That's stupid. It's just dumb. At that point, again, it's just tip your hat to them and say, a good day, you guys are awful, and just do your thing. Just go for it. You cannot reason with unreasonable people. I've learned that the very hard way. So, wow, Beast of War still have, what, 2 more Town Hall 11s to clear? 4 more Town Hall 11s to clear with how many hits left? We've got more than half. Got about 8 hits left to go, I think, right? After that last hit? I think so. I think that's what we're running with, at least. Something around that. Who is DMing me? Give me 1 sec. Sweet. There we go. Just basically helping plan a little bit for my my other dudes for SCCWL. You know how it is. Very simple stuff like that. Let's see. I still don't know how the mobile open is going and who's still in it and whatnot. But I think it's going to be a very, very tough. I think this is the day 3 playoffs. Yeah, this is day 3 of the playoffs, and so there's 1 more day, and then after that, straight into the finals. And the finals, I believe, they're supposed to be in person, but they're all going to be done online. And the one thing that I was upset about is, for those of you who don't know, in the past, a couple of months ago, around 6 months ago, I used to live in England, funny enough, before I moved back to Texas. Texas has always been my home, but I lived in England for a short period of time. And during my time there, they had the ESL the DreamHack Dallas stuff going on. And obviously I live in Texas. So if I was still living in Texas, I would have gone to that. And it would have been so much fun. But didn't happen. Wasn't able to go. Because, obviously, you can't go. I'm halfway across the world. It'd be a lot more expensive of a trip than just driving. Alright, let's see what we got going. We got some more dragons going in. I think we saw this base get hit earlier by Beast of War the same exact way. And let's see if they decide to make a few little changes with the dragons going into the base. I think they're changing the pathing a little bit. Nope. Going with the same exact spot, except we've gone a little bit more heavy with the dragons down here for this air defense. And both heroes at the top side. Now, will he opt in to freeze the sweeper going into the base? Possibly. Is he going to do it? No. And late on the Warden, so he's going to lose the loons. Interesting. The Warden is taking his sweet time. Misses a couple of the dragons with the Warden, but catches most of them. And you got to admit, this is looking a lot better. Even though a lot of them have path to the bottom side, he's still going to get some decent value. And the bats are moving in. And now he's gotten all he needs from this top side, and now all the dragons are staying together. This is looking much, much more clean. Oh no, the eagle. The eagle isn't going to get a shot off on the bats. It's looking like it misses. The eagle misses all the shots on the bats. Now, will these bats be enough to get through? I don't think so. What happened? What on earth happened to the bats? Oh my goodness, they thinned out quick. They must have gotten taken down by the eagle. Or something. That's also going to be another defense. What happened to the bats? Hold on. What on earth happened to the bats? I got to watch that one back. Because those bats in the previous raid on this base, I mean, they crushed it. But again, decided to go heavy at this bottom side. And I'm not a big fan of the slammer coming in just straight behind the dragons. It could have gone a lot better either down here or up top. Possibly even down bottom would be better to funnel them a bit more. Now, what happened to the shoot, what happened to the bats? Did the bats get... Alright, I timed it too fast. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, we got another live. We got another 12v12 going in for Beast of War. They're going to finish this war within the first 4 hours. If they keep up this rate. This is insane. Alright, we got another Queen Charge Lalo. This one, I think we saw this base get hit earlier. We did. Didn't open up the second wall. Decided to only let the Queen beat through the wall, and that's really good. And this is already looking much better than the previous hit on this base, which is exactly what Beasts of War need here. That Queen's going to stay alive and travel down and take down the multi-target Inferno for the Lalo moving into this base. Oh my. I gotta admit, this is looking pretty good. He's got a lot of loons left to go, a haste spell left in hand. Queen ability has been used, but at this point, there's not enough damage that it's going to stack up to take her down. Those healers will keep her alive. And this is going to be a 3-star. If time permits it. I think he's got the troops to get through this one. No problem. Still has a slammer still alive. This is tripled. It's got to be, right? Or unless I'm crazy. Oh no. Could it be time? Oh, it's going to be close. I don't think so. I don't think so. I think with 45 seconds left to go, and he's getting a loon split in between the dragons. With all those minions left alive too, he's going to be just fine. That's going to be a 12v12 for Beast of War. Nice hit there. Really just fixed up the last hit previously. Decided not to open up this wall and bounce the Queen to the outside, but rather, after the Queen beat through this wall over here, let me go ahead and pull up the thing. She went through this wall. Obviously, this wall was broken by the wall breakers. All right. Let's see, right here, this wall broken open by the wall breakers. Rather than wall breaking this section of wall here, he just had his Queen beat through this wall. And then after that, she traveled down this channel and then ran through the rest of the base. Nice job. Really, really nice job. We got another live going in. We got a fresh 12v12 going in. Let's see what we got going here. All right, we're looking at a Sui Lalo. Gotten a decent bit of value, and the Queen's still moving down this bottom side. She's going to go down to that cannon before she can get any more value. But here comes the Blimp. Do we have a clone spell? We don't have a clone. Blimp's going to take a mine right away and some air bombs going into this eagle. We're probably going to see an E-Dragon come out of that. Nope, just straight up loons and a baby dragon to go in for this eagle. The baby dragon gets forced outside. Not ideal. However, still not the end of the world. Lava Hound's moving through. He has a bunch of expos sitting in the top of this little channel Not the most ideal placement of those Expos, but at the same time, let's see what they can do to this raid. He's got, are all 4 on ground and air? 1 is on all ground. Okay, so only 1 Expo is on only ground. Everything's going to be moving into this Town Hall compartment. And look at everything converge over on this side of the base. That Warden's going to protect everything here. There it is. Couple of loons will go down to the bomb. But oh my goodness, he has destroyed this base. It's gone. There's nothing left. Really, really nice hit there. Got it done for Legion of Noobs. Or not Legion of Noobs, for Beast of War. Legion of Noobs bases not holding up super well. They're holding up okay, but I don't think they're holding up well enough to stop Beasts of War here. Really, really nice hit. Good stuff. Got to hand it to the attacker here. Saw the Sui value, came in with it, was patient with the Lalo, and look at how much converged. Look at how much is left. He's got to have at least, like, 16 loons still alive. Crazy stuff. That's going to be a 3-star. Very nice Sui Lalo. That's going to be another 12 out of the way. How many 12s are left? You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 12s. No, sorry, 4 12s left. And here we go. Legion of Noobs going in with another 11v11 attack. Let's see what they've got going here. We got a Sui Lalo with the Electron, I'm guessing, from that blimp. Let's see if he decides to switch some things up. Maybe even use that clone spell for the Lalo. Let's see what he's going for here. Check my uptime. There we go. All right, so the King and the Queen moving in here. They're going to take down a couple of buildings, get them out of the way. And is this Queen meant to step up and grab this Inferno Tower? I don't think so. Yeah, no, the Queen and the King are simply meant to step up and grab these buildings and defenses out of the way and clear the way for that blimp that's going to come in over the enemy Queen to get her out of the way. Alongside with that enemy Queen, he's going to be able to get both of the scatter shots if he plays it right. Is that a walkable Inferno? No way that's a walkable Inferno. Yeah, it's not. Okay, that's not a walkable Inferno. I thought it was for a minute, but it's not. You cannot get that Inferno Tower from the outside of the base. CC is going to get pulled. Not ideal. Is he going to still go in with the Electron here? He notices the Lava Hound. He's delayed. He needs to pull the Lava Hound to the other side of the base, but he doesn't have any archers to do it. Oh, no. That Lava Hound is going to stall this this E-Clone pretty quickly here. Will that E-Dragon target the Queen? Oh, no. That Lava Hound did not need to come out there. Queen lured it. And with that, he's not going to get the enemy Queen. Not going his way so far. And again, that Lava Hound messed up everything. I think he got a little bit, I don't want to say confused. He panicked a little bit there and doesn't have any archers to lure the Lava Hound to the side. This is your base, is it? Well, hey, some people like using it, I guess. There you go. Out here stealing bases? They might be. You never know. You never know. Again, it's part of the game. It's just how it works. Warden ability going to go down over this base here. Keeping the Lalo moving through, but again, that enemy Queen's still alive, and there's nothing to take her down. Going to freeze her to make sure that the Warden stays alive. Will the Lava Pups retarget to the Queen? They're stuck on the King. They don't need to target the King. The King's not doing anything. It's going to be a defense. Not going to go through. Not this base. Yeah, Delta. It's not going to go through. They're actually going to get a defense on this base. And again, that Lava Hound really messed things up big time for the attacker here. I'm guessing we've got a lot of DB Red guys in the chat at the moment. I'm actually going to take a quick, brief intermission here because I'm going to go grab some water to keep my voice alive throughout the next couple of minutes here. We're going to probably stream another half hour or so just about before we sign off here. Let me go ahead and I'll switch over to the start screen. I will be back with you in just a moment. We are back. Both of these clans not even giving me a second to breathe. They're already back in with more attacks. This is probably one of the most action-packed streams that I've had in terms of attacks in a very long time. And it's looking like Legion of Noobs are going to secure themselves another 11v11 triple with the Queen Charge Hybrid. We'll watch this one back in a little bit. We're going to pop out of this one, though, because we also saw that, see, Beast of War were going in again. Did they get themselves a triple? They didn't. Wow, it ended early. Was this a disconnect? What happened here? No, what happened? Oh, we lost the queen early and ended it. What are you doing? Oh, no. I'm very confused as to why people are ending the raids early. Because when you end those raids early, the problem is you can't get more you know, what's the word for it? More information from the base. I'll never understand that. But anyways, we've got another 11v11 going in from Beast of War here. Let's see if Legion of Noobs bases can defend, or whether or not Beast of War will clear the 11s this stream. That would be insane. Let's see, we got the CC getting pulled out towards the King. What is this King doing? King's taking a bit of a weird path here. Bunch of archers going to go out for the King, and there could be a Lava Hound in that CC still. Not entirely sure just yet, but if there is, the Queen's going to be able to deal with it. Going to drop a Rage to speed her through those two Expos. Queen will deal with these archers just fine. Has a jump spell for something. Might want this jump spell to break deeper into the base here. Let's see what they've got going. Here we go. There's going to be a couple more troops that will pop out, and we've got a Witch with the Baby Dragon. Going to save that poison spell. Really nice job there. Good execution. Making sure that he lures out that Witch and Baby Dragon before dropping the poison spell. And here we go. Here comes the Hogs. Straight in from this bottom side. It's Queen Charge Hogs, by the way. I forgot to mention that. Here comes the Siege Barracks from the top side. Warden is coming in with these Hogs. A couple of them going for this Eagle just to get it out of the way. And we're going to see a jump spell go in by this multi-target Inferno for the Queen. Still has 2 Rage spells. So he was planning on going very, very heavy with his Queen Charge. He might actually drop this ahead of the Queen to get her moving. He does. Wants to make sure that that Queen steps up to grab this enemy Queen by the time the Hog Riders get to it. Now this Warden is taking his time and not catching up with the Hogs. Pops the ability and catches almost every single Hog Rider. And now this Queen needs to step up and grab the enemy Queen here before she takes down all the Hogs. And here we go. The enemy Queen is on the Queen, or the Queen is on the enemy Queen. Can she take her out before the Hog Riders go down? It's looking like she will. This is looking pretty good. But where have the Hog Riders gone? They are gone. There are no more Hogs on the screen. But again, with 55 seconds left to go and hardly any defenses, I think it's not going to matter. But he lost all of the Hog Riders at that top side there. I think that was just too much and wiped him out there. Jeez. Really good stuff. What's up, Camel? Over on Trovo. Thank you so much for popping by. This base is also stolen? Really? Well, see, okay, here's the thing on Title Clasher. Well, actually, this is Legion of Noobs. Never mind. Yeah, in all honesty, I mean, it really is a part of these top level leagues, is that a lot of these clans, they're going to look at bases that they had trouble tripling, and they're going to go, you know what, that's a good base, and they're going to copy it. But some things that I've seen a lot of clans do is they'll actually alter some of the bases that they're copying. So it's not going to be an exact copy of the base. It's going to be a bit different to throw off the attacker. So it's like, hey, I've hit this base before, I know it. When in reality, you've got a couple of traps that are changed and whatnot. So that's going to be a nice triple by Beast of War. They're getting it done for him. Let's see. Got another live going in. Say 12v12 for Beast of War. Can they get it done? Can they get this done? This is an SV base. Really? Sniper victory? Wow. He overpowered this base with a Lalo. That's a very nice 3-star. We're going to watch this one back. And that's another 12v12 for Beast of War. My goodness. Beast of War are firing off right now. Oh my goodness. Maybe I've underestimated them. I think I genuinely have, because I did not think they would be this good. Now, don't get me wrong. I knew they would be good, because obviously, I mean, they're in the semifinals for a reason. But, I mean, they've had some really, really nice Queen Charge Lalos. We've seen 90% of the hits that I've seen have been a Queen Charge Lalo. At least the ones that triple. So we got a lot of Lalo gods in these clans here, and we love to see it. Oh, this base was just hit just a second ago, and it ended early. And it was because the Queen died early. Second Super Wallbreaker coming in too early there. Still doesn't go his way. They kind of rush these hits. But again, getting it done. Queen's not going down this time. Dropping the freeze to make sure she stays alive. And where does this Lalo go in from? There's the Lava Hound and the Baby Dragon going to pop out. Dropping the poison over them. Doesn't take down the Expo before retargeting. That's a bit odd. Normally, you'd have the Queen take down those defenses before retargeting. But in that case, she didn't. Singular minion going to lure that air bomb over towards the healers and get a bit more damage on them in. And let's see, that second Super Wallbreaker, although it's not going to break her deeper into the base, she's still going to be able to step up and grab the multi-target Inferno there. And now he's going to Lalo into the Town Hall. So the raid that we saw, we've seen this base get hit 3 times. This is the 3rd hit. The first one was a Lalo from this side of the base. The second one was a Lalo from this side, but or or the second one was just a straight up fail. He ended it early. And now we're seeing the third one, which tripled, coming from this side. And again, we're seeing that free spell over the Town Hall and the sweeper. Stopping that sweeper helped his Lalo move through and eventually triple this base. So really, really nice job here. This was a good Lalo. Has plenty of spells left to go. And that queen stayed alive the whole raid with her ability once she encountered the enemy king. Ah, my voice is dying on me here. It's not good. I don't know how I could do the... I saw Bluebirds yesterday doing like he did like, I don't even know, like a 20-hour stream. It was insane. I don't even know how he does it, man. It's just, yeah, no clue. What's up, Fire Game? Good to see you, man. Hope you're doing well. Welcome back. You've missed a lot of action, man. Beasts of War have been popping off so far. They've used 30 of their hits within the first 2 hours. And they've already almost cleared the 11s and almost cleared the 12s. This war's almost over. There's going to be nothing to stream come tomorrow. Like, it's insane right now. I don't even know how how they're doing this. Some crazy results so far. And yeah, what's the stats so far? I'm waiting for them to update because the problem is they keep attacking too quickly. We'll go ahead and take a look. I want to see the elite stats for the war that we're streaming tomorrow. No time. I got a live going in. See if Legion of Noobs can clean up this 1-star on this 11. We got another drag back going in. We're seeing a lot of variety for these bases. And honestly, I'm a big fan of it. Got a bunch of versatile attackers in these clans. Starting with the King over by the Town Hall. Going to clear the Teslas in the Town Hall out of the way. Absolutely no issues here. Which is pretty solid. Queen's going to come in from this bottom side. Another Sui. Let's see what she's doing. Will she die to that giant bomb? She won't. Still going to get her abilities off. Going to take down the archer and set a nice funnel here. But she's going to eventually go down. And here come the dragons. Straight in from this, more like an 8 o'clock side. Now that Slammer is going to go in. And it's actually going to go a little bit south here to try and grab that Inferno Tower. As well as make the funnel a bit nicer for the dragons moving in. That Rage spell a bit premature there. Trying to make sure that he can grab the dragons as they move deeper into the base. Pops the Warden in a very nice place as soon as the dragons engage that queen. And now they're diving through. That Air Sweeper not doing a whole lot for him here. For the defender, that is. He's going to bat bomb this Inferno. Here comes an Ice Golem on this Wiz Tower here. This is looking really solid at the moment. I got to hand it to the attacker. Although the dragon's starting to spread out here, which is not what you like to see with the bats. A bit of an early freeze. Could that cost him? Doesn't have any more free spells. Oh, no. It was looking so good, but once all the dragons spread out, there wasn't much he could do. And now, with not having any more free spells, they're all going to go down to the Wiz Tower, and it's going to be a defense. Even if those dragons can run around this base, I think a lot of them are on low health at the moment. No, all three on decent... Well, 2 of them on decent health, 1 about to die. But it's just really the time. Don't have enough time to get through the rest of this base here. Dang. Not going to happen. It was a nice hit, though. I like the idea. I like the plan. And I think it can work. The only issue is the bats. I think you're going to need to invest, either send in the bats earlier or invest more. As in, like, you know, drop a rage for a freeze. That kind of thing. Or do a bat wave. But other than that, very close. The main reason I was saying the bats earlier might be a good play is because you get that you get that damage in on the dragons out of the way early. See, Destiny, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. It is much appreciated. Welcome to the channel. Hope you're having a fantastic day today. Had a couple of new follows today. We had Patrick, we had Joss, we had Delta. We had someone sub to me on YouTube while I was setting up the stream, funny enough, and it popped up on my alerts. It was funny. And you gotta admit, for not going this attacker's way, he's still gonna get like 93% on this raid. 94. If anything. Yeah, 94. Nice. Maybe even 95? Can he pull the 95? Probably not. This dragon's going to go down, isn't he? Yeah. Going to be looking at the... Oh, no, he will pull... No. 94%, 2-star. Nice try. Now, I thought we saw another live hit go in. No, we didn't. So, Legion of Noobs not starting off super strong, but again, they're taking their time. There really is no need to rush. 22 hours of War Day left. Granted, Beast of War putting on some serious pressure for Legion of Noobs in this war, but at the same time, you know, Legion of Noobs got plenty of hits left to go, and it's very much looking like Legion of Noobs are going to be the highlights for the rest of the streaming for these wars. I mean, Beast of War using almost more than half of their attacks within the first 2 hours. I mean, That is insane. I don't think I've ever seen a clan attack that quickly. Not only just attack that quickly, but get this good of results. Look at their hit rates right now. They're maintaining above 40%, both at Town Halls 11 and 12. And at 13, they're looking at 50. Like, goodness gracious. How's my day been going? It's been going well, man. Had a good day today. Had a bit of work to do this morning, and then I've got one summer class that I'm doing just to get the class out of the way. Did a bit of homework for that. Really, with having only one 3-credit course, it doesn't really take you a whole lot of time. So just spent a couple of hours on that, got that out of the way. And then we were ready to go live tonight with some WCL action. And so far, Beasts of War, not disappointing at all. Looking at about 63 stars, 34 attacks used, 40% hit rate, above 40% hit rate across the board. Man, they've been popping off. They've been going for it. And even then, the Town Hall 13 raid that didn't go in was a 92%. So could we see a perfect war from Beasts of War here? That is a good question. He doesn't read that. He don't, wait. He doesn't read that. Doesn't read what? He don't listen to me. I don't know what you're saying, Fire. You've confused me. Alright, let's see what we got going. Got another Town Hall 13 going through. Alrighty, what are we rocking with here? We got a Queen Charge into the Lalo here. A lot of Queen Charge Lalo today. How many villages are left of Legion or Noobs? I will check that for you in just a minute, Aaron. Just got to run through this live attack first, and we'll look and see how many bases have to be cleared from each side. Alright, let's see what we got going. Sherlock Holmes going in from Beast of War here, bringing the Queen Charge Lalo. We got a jump spell. No wall breakers on this one, so we might see this queen get jumped into this multi-target Inferno compartment, and that's looking like that's what's going to happen here. Jump spell will go in between the Wiz Tower, maybe? Delaying the healers here. Wants to make sure that the queen gets what she can. Here's the jump spell, and that's going to force the queen inside the base after she takes down the Archer Tower. Or will she target the air defense? She shouldn't. She should go into the base here. There we go. She's going to go into the base, target the Expo. And it's going to get stalled by these CC troops. So going to rage the queen, and he's going to have to freeze this Inferno Tower here for the healers to stay alive for this raid. Not ideal for him in all honesty, and I think he knows that. He wanted his queen to step up and grab the Inferno before he had to use the freeze, but knew he had to use it, so he brought it anyway. He's going to drop another rage spell down. Those healers on a shred of health. One air bomb, and they are toast. So hopefully there's no seeking air bombs just kind of sitting there, or air mines rather. All right, let's see. Enemy queen's going to step up and get taken down by the attacking queen, and now we've got the Lalo coming in from this 3 o'clock side. And really, that Lalo's main goal is to wrap around the base in a counterclockwise motion. Oh no, the jump spell runs out, so now the queen's stuck in that compartment. She's going to bang some walls. Now the queen's going to sit there the entire raid. She's not going to do anything for him here. Well, actually, I say that, but she's dealing through those walls pretty quickly. I forgot how much of a wall buster the queen can be sometimes. Queen's going to retarget. Okay. Queen, what are you doing? Queen's going to do her own thing. We're going to see this Warden ability get popped off fairly soon here. If this Warden could step up. There we go. Warden's going to step up for the loons. Pop the Warden. Warden's still not popped. Warden get pushed around by the sweepers. There we go. Really nice job on that Warden ability. Now, let's see. Does he have enough to get through this Inferno? Dropping the final haste spell down, or is the second to last haste spell. But a bunch of loons headed to the outside. However, that queen, who I said would just be banging walls the whole raid, eventually breaks in towards this multi-target Inferno compartment and will help take it down, although she didn't really need to, and the queen's going to bang another wall. Queen's just been banging walls the whole raid. Now, the question is, will he have some time to get through this base? All right, you're on your tiny, stupid phone, so you can't type. Also, you read my message. You are 1 for 3. Oh, yeah. I saw your earlier messages in the stream about the attack. Don't worry. It's fine. I was I popped onto your stream afterwards, and I heard you say you just used the wrong army, and I was like, okay, that's fair. It's happened to me probably once, but just try your best to triple check, you know, because I mean you got the 2-star, which is good, you know, still able to go through and get it done, which is always nice. But all right, let's go ahead and look at the stats here, and also huge shout out to the stat board down here. For those of you who are wondering how it works, because I know some people might not know the format behind it, so. The big thing that you've got is the breakdown. So that breakdown right below me, that's kind of displaying how many town halls each of the clan has. So each clan has 4 Town Hall 13s, 9 Town Hall 12s, and 11 Town Hall 11s. And now to figure out how many Town Halls each side has left, you can kind of get a gauge from the hit rate, which is the amount of triples in comparison to the amount of attacks. So far right now, Beast of War looking at 10 triples for 19 attacks, which means that they've cleared 10 out of 12 of the Town Hall 11s at the moment. So that's kind of how to get a gauge from those stats, and that's why I keep them on the screen for you guys, is so that way I don't have to go through and look and see how many 11s are left, and that stat board really does help me as a streamer to kind of track and see which clan is leading at each side, because you never know. Beast of War obviously looks like they're going to win this war at this point, but it's really not over. We're looking at the attacks and the hit rate from both sides. You can kind of see the hit rate's almost identical at 11v11 at the moment. Let's see. It probably would have tripled is the worst part. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. That is clockwise, not counterclockwise. You are right. You are correct. You're just looking for a clan, but all the ones that say they don't mind if I join have a list of tasks you need to do before you join. Yeah, we've got a list of tasks to join as well, Destiny. If you're looking for a somewhat serious clan, I'd recommend you check out Warbusters. We're Town Hall 9+. Currently looking for more members. We're going to do a spring cleaning in a little bit, and then we're going to invite some more people. We have some people on a wait list at the moment. But if you join our Discord and talk to us in the recruitment chat, we just need to see a picture of your base and your troop levels before we just pop you into the clan, and then you'll be good to go. Because again, we are a serious war clan. We do want to try and do well in wars, and if we have a bunch of rushed accounts, we're not going to be able to do much with it. So that's how you can check from there. How do we get into your clan so we can attack on your stream too? I'm a Max Town Hall 13. So, Michael, a big thing with these clans that I'm streaming right now is I'm actually not a part of either of these clans. I am a streamer for the WCL, which is the Warriors Champions League. It's a community league run in Clash of Clans. So I'm not associated with either of these clans. I'm just simply streaming for the league. My clans right now that I play from is my my All Town Hall 13 clan, which is King Jeffrey. I don't run the clan, but I personally play in it, and I am a co-leader in that clan. So if you want to join with your Max Town Hall 13, say you've got a Max Town Hall 13, you're looking for league play, that's the place to go. If you're not looking for anything along the lines of community leagues and professional leagues and whatnot, ESL stuff, feel free to take a look at Warbusters. Warbusters still, again, accepting those Town Hall 13s for people who don't want to get involved in the competitive scene, because the thing is with King Jeffrey is that it's tough to join. You got to fill out an entire application form. It has to be processed by several people. Then you have to get accepted and go through a tryout phase. It's a lot of work. If you're not looking to get involved in that, feel free to join Warbusters. We're very straightforward. All you need to do is just have a non-rush base, and we will get you involved in those wars straight away. Although we will need to see some friendly challenges before you hop in wars, especially if you're a Max Town Hall 13, because you sit at the top of the leaderboards, and there's no one to really cover for you in the event that you're not super good, or not super good, but in the event that you're not well versed on your attacks, which again we don't know. You could be amazing for all we know. But that's what I recommend to people. If you've got a Town Hall 13 and you want to play with some of the best in the world, join King Jeffrey. If you want to have a chill time playing Clash and you want to farm, you want to just do some fun wars, but at the same time you want to take those wars seriously and win, feel free to join Warbusters. Let's see. The problem is that I'm slightly rushed in defense, but the troops that I use are Town Hall 10 matched. I think you mean maxed. Let's see. This Lalo's going in. I'm not even commentating this raid, but Christian is looking like he's going to crush this one. Multi-target Inferno is still alive. Will it burn through these loons before they can get to him? Oh, no. It's going to be so close, but I think it's not going to go through. Can the loons get it? Is he going to just barely get it? I think he's going to sneak it. He's going to sneak it. Now, does he have the time? A minute left. There is a chance. Which is why not many clans let me join. And again, the best way you can talk to us about joining the clan is just pop into our Discord server and post your player tag or your player tag alongside a screenshot of your base and your troop levels, just so we can get a gauge on things. Because if we see, hey, someone is Town Hall 10 and they have they haven't maxed out any of their troops yet, but they have maxed out one army, then we'll be like, yeah, okay, you can war as long as you use that army. But it all depends on your base. We look for non-rushed and decently upgraded bases. So again, if you're rushed, there's about a 50% chance you can join. That was a nice hit there. Had the E-Dragon Sui Lalo. Going to clear another 12. Beasts of War are firing off today. Oh my goodness. You're at Town Hall 11. Okay, cool. You wish you were at Town Hall 13, or you wish you had a Town Hall 13? Yeah, that's fair. Just keep farming fire. Gold Pass and farming, that's probably your best bet. You can... One thing that I did as a Town Hall 11, a Town Hall 10 and 11, is I kind of I would sometimes leave a builder open, and then I would just farm loot for walls. That's one thing that I am probably going to start doing on my 12. But in all honesty, the reason I haven't done it on my 12 is just because I've been so heavily focused on finishing the defenses. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to sit at 12 and sit at 11 forever, basically, or at least right now until Town Hall 14 comes out, which is like next year. So I'm just going to sit at those levels so I can do the walls once I have my maxed heroes and I'm in war constantly. But leaving a free builder for walls as you move through to upgrade through the town halls is always a good idea. But yeah, let's see. It's going to be, I'm really looking forward to the heavy finals. The leagues that I am really interested in, don't get me wrong, the blockage division for WCL is super intense and it's very interesting. It's an all Town Hall 10 division, except certain troops are blocked from being used each week. So the first week, like, you weren't allowed to use, I think the first week was like no siege machines. Second week was like no lava hounds, things like that. It's like combos like that you're not allowed to use, which is really cool. However, it's not the kind of wars that I want to stream, just because I've seen so much Town Hall 10 action that after a while it gets a little redundant, just a little bit. Now, don't get me wrong, I think the league is amazing, and I would love to participate and play in it, but when it comes to streaming it, it's just not as in-depth. That's what I'm doing, except I need the final builder because I'm 95% max with 40 heroes. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't go up to Town Hall 11 without like 45 heroes. That's the minimum. Sorry, not Town Hall, not Town Hall 11. Don't go to Town Hall 12 without at least 45 heroes. And even then, I would encourage you to max them before you go up, because more than likely you're gonna max your heroes before you finish your walls. At least that's what happened with me, because I just primarily farm dark with that army that you've been using. And over time, I'll just get loot alongside the dark elixir, upgrade the heroes, get them going. And it works out for me. It works out pretty well. I've been added. Who's added me? Oh, sweet. Axis is actually going to be covering some of the blockage division tonight. Sweet. Okay, that's good. So I have someone to host over whenever I'm done here. It's awesome. You're not going through... Oh, you're maxing. You're not going through that hell again. That's fair, that's fair. Could I friend your account as I don't have Discord so you can see my base? Okay, well, Destiny, if you are going to join the clan, it's not a requirement to have Discord, but it is strongly encouraged, because it's probably the best way you can talk about your war plans before you go in, because we require all of our members to post a war plan on the base that they're instructed to hit, just mainly to see if like people have a genuine plan for it and aren't just going into YOLO. But yeah, shoot me a friend request on my Town Hall 13. The tag is... That's the tag in chat. And I'll take a look at your base real quick on my other device and see if I can help you out with that. Again, right now we're looking at a full clan at the moment. And we're probably going to clear out the clan after the CWL. So if you could be just ever so slightly patient with us to go ahead and finish that, that would be fantastic. Let's see. All right. Just checking some of the what's it called? Let's see, the Reaper. All right. Yeah, sorry, Reaper. I don't think you're going to be able to join the clan, mainly because, like, looking at your account right now, you've got 17, 18, 5 heroes, which is not even maxed out for Town Hall 9. Your heroes are way too low level for a Town Hall 11. You're going to need to severely work on your heroes before you can join our clan. Because, yeah, the only way to do well in war, I mean, could you probably do well in war? Maybe, but, I mean, with those hero levels, you're not going to be able to pack a punch against maxed out Town Hall 11s. So just try and get your heroes upgraded. At least try and get them to your Queen to level 40, your King to level 40, and your Warden at least to about 10 before you can join the clan. And that's really the... yeah, sorry about that, bro. But, again, we got to be strict with hero levels because, in all honesty, out of all the things on an account that cannot be rushed in order to join a war clan, the first priority has got to be the heroes. I mean, if the heroes are rushed, it's a bad start already, because I don't care how amazing of an attacker you are, and I can speak for myself as well. I don't care how good I am or how much I've practiced or played this game. I cannot 3-star a max Town Hall 11 with baby heroes. I can't 3-star a max Town Hall 12 with baby heroes. It's too difficult. Is it possible? Yeah, I could probably do it, maybe, but I'd have to pull something crazy off to get it done. It's just not ideal. It's just always a good idea to work on the heroes. But I encourage you to keep working on those heroes, get that base moving. That's why I'm upgrading them as high as I can. Gotcha, okay. There are definitely, honestly, probably the best way to just find a clan that you can participate in is just look at the clan search. You'll probably just find a clan and be like, oh, I can just join that one. And you can pop in that clan, say hi, and who knows, maybe you'll love clashing with those guys, and they'll be an absolute fun time. You had 8 heroes when you went to Town Hall 10 and 15 or 20 heroes when you went to Town Hall 11. Big yikes, but look at you go now. You got 40 heroes. The Warden's looking strong as well. Looking good. I just want to take a quick look at some of these bases in SCCWL right now, because I want to see if any of them look appealing for me to hit. Some of them do, mainly for the style that they take. One of them is an Itsu base. A lot of people running these like southern teaser bases. And like teaser bases. But yeah, we're taking them down with the strategies that we've been using, which is pretty good. It's been smashing these bases up, so hopefully we can do that for some of these as well. That's the thing. A lot of people are running these teaser bases where they'll have like the town hall, all the heroes, the clan castle, both scatters, all the expos. They'll have all that damage at one side of the base. And so what we do is we'll run in with a kill squad that just wipes out that entire side of the base, and then we just hog the rest of it. And it works out pretty well. We've gotten so far this war with that strategy. We've gotten a triple. One of the triples is out of the way. Let's see. Do I have 2 bases to choose from? Oh, I've tripled this base. Oh, sick. This is a base that I went in and tripled. Nice. That's good to know. You want to max all your troops to Town Hall 10 max before you upgrade the lab. Honestly, this is what I recommend you do, Destiny. Upgrade the lab now. And I'll explain why. Would you say that's a good idea? It's a good idea in theory, but I would upgrade your lab right away. And the reason I say that is because as a Town Hall 11, if you have the maxed out laboratory and you pop a power potion, you're going to have the maxed out troops for that town hall. So say for instance you're in war and you need to have a really strong army to go in and take down a base. Like say you're in war with a separate clan or whatnot. You can actually pop that power potion and say you've got level 2 hog riders. Well, if you have the Town Hall 11 lab, when you pop that power potion, you're going to have Town Hall 11 hog riders. So would highly recommend you just get that lab upgrade done and get it out of the way. So that way when you do use the power potion, for whenever, I mean you can even use it when farming. It's completely up to you. But bottom line is then you'll get those max Town Hall 11 troops, which are definitely huge, a huge help. And I would start, since you're a little bit on the rush side, try and upgrade what you're using to farm and try and get those as high level as possible. Because the higher level your farming army is, the harder bases you're going to be able to hit. And once you're able to hit those hard bases, you can get more loot. So yeah, that's what I would personally recommend. Let's see. What I've decided to do for this SCCWL is actually hold my attacks. Because the last couple of wars we've had a lot of 1 stars and 0 stars. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm just going to wait. Get secure again. Oh, secure 1 star. Oh, no. Ah, you sent me a friend request? Cool, Michael. Sounds good. If I get a power potion in the season pass, I'm like, oh, 10 gems, yeah. Honestly, I mean, the things are great if you're not maxed, but once you're maxed, man, it doesn't matter. What happened with this queen? Oh, the hogs died so quick. Ah, that's why. Unfortunate. Let's see. They are talented max. Let's see. What's talented max? They are talented max, which has allowed me to beat talented max bases. Exactly. There you go. That's the big key. If your troops are talented max, you can smash Town Hall 10 bases. But if they're not max for Town Hall 11, it's going to be tough to hit Town Hall 11 bases. I got hit again. I haven't been tripled in SCCWL once. I've never been tripled. people Yeti batting this base. I don't know why. Literally just take it down with drags. Anyways, that's a separate war. Let's put on a we'll put on a triple here, and I'm actually gonna host over to Axis in just a minute. She's doing some. Is she live on Twitch? I think she's live on Twitch. She posted that she was live. I think she's. I don't know. No, but oh no, I'm sorry. It's not Axis. It's it is Nenka. Nenka is live with some WCL blockage, which is an all Town Hall 10. Or it is the all Town Hall 10 division for the WCL. Use power potions with Bart. Yeah, there you go. Harms over on Trovo. Thanks for dropping by, man. Hope you're doing well and hope you're having a fantastic day. Welcome to the stream. We got a good one for everyone in store. For those of you who have joined us that haven't got in the loop just yet, we're doing some WCL heavy semifinals action. This is a community-run Clash of Clans league. Super fun. We've got some tough competition. Beasts of War versus Legion of Noobs. We've got a live attack going in. Let's see what they got going. We've got a live from Legion of Noobs. It's going to be another 11v11. Let's see what they can do here. Going to be bringing the Queen Charge Hog Riders with a singular miner for that cleanup. Not really meant to go in with the Hogs going in. We've got a King going out front first, and his goal is going to be to lure out the enemy Queen and take her down. And this enemy Queen, we're probably going to see a triple layered wall break to get to this Eagle. Now, this King should step up for this enemy Queen in just a minute. Yeah, enemy King is going to go down, and right after that, the enemy Queen is going to aggro the enemy King and take... Or the enemy Queen is going to aggro the King, and then the King is going to take her down, which is exactly what happened there. Now, this Lava Hound is going to take a little bit of time to get through, but once it gets taken down, it's going to drop that poison spell perfectly to grab every single one of those pups to get them out of the way. And there's the poison spell down, and he's going to grab almost every single lava pup with that poison spell. Really nice job. And there's the third super wall breaker, a triple layered wall break to get into the core of that base. Really nice stuff. I'm a big fan of that Queen Charge. And here comes the Siege Barracks from this right side by 3. And its main goal is going to be to go in and grab or get a nice funnel for the Hog Riders that will eventually dive in straight down from this 5 o'clock side. Here is the Warden diving in with the Hogs. His Warden ability, the Eternal Tome, is going to keep those Hog Riders alive for several seconds. They're invulnerable to anything, cannot be damaged at all. And so he's going to use that early to try and affect as many Hog Riders as possible diving into this base. Going to use those heal spells a bit later when he's got less Hog Riders to work with. Here comes the free spell over the Eagle. That Eagle doing a ton of damage to the Queen and the Hog Riders moving into the base. Still has a Rage and a free spell. We might see that Rage spell get used on these Hog Riders moving through. He's going to heal over these splash damage buildings, which are going to do the most damage to these Hog Riders. Being very patient here with that heal. He's going to drop it once these Hog Riders get to the back end of the base. Very, very patient stuff there, and I got to hand it to the attacker. That's going to help him out in securing a triple here. He's got the cleanup on the outside. Queen's banging a bunch of walls for absolutely no reason here. Still has a free spell and a Rage. Is he trying to swag spells? It's starting to look like the attacker's trying to swag spells here. There's a Raid spell down on the Hogs. They're going to get through a base. That's going to be a Town Hall 11 triple. Well done by Legion of Noobs. They're going to get it done for the 3-star. All right, let's see what we got going here. We got Beast of War Panda. It's going to be returning fire at 11v11. Let's see if Beast of War can clear the final Town Hall 11, which is insane. We've been streaming this war for, what, 2.5 hours now, I think? No, 2 hours and 15 minutes. And somehow, Beasts of War have cleared almost every single Town Hall 11. It's just insanity. I don't know how they do it, man, but they have fired off this stream and have really shown, look, we're no one to mess with, man. We know what we're doing. And we've got a Sui Queen going to step up and grab this Inferno, but the Queen walks, doesn't go for the Inferno, so straight out the gates. Panda not getting what he wanted there, which was that Inferno Tower with the Queen. But it's not the end of the world. I'm sure he's got a plan for it. Here comes the Blimp for the Inferno. Now, interesting. Did he opt in to use the Electron over that Inferno Tower because the Queen didn't get it? I think yes. Now, that E-Dragon needs to step up and grab the enemy Queen, which is going to happen. Will those Loons get the air defense there? They're not going to. Will the E-Dragon get it? Will he get a chain off? Just barely doesn't get a chain off, and that means that that Lava Hound is going to go sideways from the Lalo. That Lava Hound completely wasted, not going to really do any tanking for his Lava Hound, for the rest of his Lalo moving through. However, did tank some Eagle Shells, which is definitely helpful for the loons that are going to eventually move into this base. Will the pups get the air defense down? They just barely nab that air defense and get it out of the way and out of the equation. Now, we've still got the Warden ability. We still have 3 free spells. The last Lava Hound does go down, however. He's going to have to be very patient and very timely with these spells if he wants to keep this Lalo moving through. A lot of the Lava Hound, or a lot of the Loon's going to path to the outside here. Needs to freeze that Inferno Tower right away, which he does. Now, I would honestly... What is he doing? He ends the raid early. Unless there's a... Wait, hold on. Unless this base has already been like... Yeah, it's already 99%. Okay, never mind. I understand why he ended it now. Alright, it's all good. No worries. Alright, let's see what we got going here. We got Carlos going in from the Legion of Noobs side, looking to get himself a triple on this Town Hall 11 base. And so far, it's looking pretty good. 20 seconds left to go. Queen's still coasting along the bottom side. Hasn't even dropped all the Hog Riders yet. We're going to see those come in a bit later by this 3 o'clock side. And we've got a bunch of Hoggies moving down at the bottom side, and they're going to be moving into those 2 Inferno Towers to take them down. Warden ability has already been popped, and a bunch of Hog Riders pathing around the back-end Inferno. And a bunch of max level Hogs get sprung. Queen goes down. I think with that Inferno Tower staying alive, he's not going to get this. It was looking really, really good, but it didn't happen for him. Man, I really like the start of this raid, but I think holding off so many Hog Riders there really cost him. They kind of just all wrapped around that Inferno Tower. Really nice try, but it is going to be a defense. So Legion of Noobs not off to the greatest start. However, again, it's so... I cannot stress this enough. It is so early in the war to be calling anything at this point, despite Beasts of War's crazy start at Town Hall 11, 12, and 13. It really is going to come down to the final hours when Legion of Noobs hits their final couple of hits. But with that raid, I am going to go ahead and host over to somewhere. We're going to host over to Nanka here because she is doing some more WCL action. Let me go ahead and pull up the screen here and make sure that I've got everything going. But we're going to go ahead and host over to her. Thank you guys so much for joining by. Grove, thank you for popping by on Trovo. We are just about to conclude today's stream, so if you want to stay in the loop, feel free to drop me a follow over on Trovo, Twitch, or YouTube. We'll be streaming live tomorrow. We've got 2 streams planned for tomorrow. We've got some WCL Elite action. We've got some SMG versus Too Late for Stop. This is going to be the quarterfinals of the WCL Elite Division. We've also got some more Legion of Noobs versus Beast of War. We're going to be covering the final few hours of this war, so stay tuned for that. But again, that is going to do it for me for this stream. Thank you guys so much for dropping by. We had a bunch of follows over on Twitch. We had a couple of subs over on YouTube as well. Thank you guys again for popping by. We had some OP streamers in the house. We had Fire Gang in here. We had Specky in here as well. But that's going to do it for me. We're going to go ahead and host over to Nanka, covering some WCL blockage, which is all Town Hall 10. It's going to be awesome. It's the finals for that one. Let's go ahead and raid her and see what she's doing over there. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. See ya.